We go, hey, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. I just woke up. We're the Pinpals with Raymond. And if you joined us yesterday, you know what's going on. We're just reviewing some INDISC footage. Before we get started, I wanted to mention the unfortunately we don't have any clips from this, so we'll only be able to mention it like this. But youth championship, the kids tournament, Desi Pedroza won that thing, clinched first place on the EM wild card with over 660,000 points. And thank you so much for tournament director Fran Irwin, excuse me, for running that thing. It's freaking awesome.
Ooh, that's a big score.
Yeah. I wish they would stream the youth tournament. What's up with that?
Probably would have had to get a lot of waivers, under 13.
I was just wondering that too.
Interesting.
Yeah. Kale, you don't have kids, right? That you know about?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. That's right. He doesn't know about these waivers. Yeah, you can't just be showing those clips, but it would be fun to watch too. I'm sure it was a great tournament. We'll spend much of our time looking at the main tournament today, and what I thought I would do is share some clips. Just like yesterday, I wanted to start off with one moment, share my screen, and show some pictures that tell the tale of the tournament, at least from the main perspective. I mentioned this yesterday. We've got Dante wearing the Daniele and Johnny Modica shirt with Daniele and Johnny Modica over him in the back, which really tells the tale well, I think. But then we've got, there it is, a little bit of zoom in on that, which is great. And I think this was from the California State Championship a while back ago, which was its own very funny story about them playing against each other in that. But here's some more fun pics to kind of show off the the nature of the tournament. Here's I call it the Derek Thompson salute. He likes it's the double bird when things don't go well.
Except that looks like he started a multi-ball.
Yeah, that time is when it did go well.
Yeah.
Right.
Hard to parse.
Right.
Context sensitive.
And then we've got Dante following it up here with his own Derek Thompson salute. To when he also gets it, I believe. I don't know. I don't remember actually if he did or not. But that was quite a bit of it. And then the other things I wanted to get to before jumping right into it. One is a correction. You were right yesterday, Ray. We were talking about Jack's Open, Lucky Hand, and the other one. Now I'm forgetting the other one. But you said Jack's 2 Open was also one of them, and you were right. That is the solid state version of it. So just confirming your correctness there. Thank you, Kel. Thank you. Very good addition. All right. And then the other fun thing I wanted to mention yesterday, we were talking about Grand Lizard, as you may recall. And that was in your finals. That was your game 1 of your finals that you were playing. And I thought you'd appreciate a real nuanced coding point that was in Grand Lizard that I found, which is that at the top of Grand Lizard in the upper playfield, you could sweep either bank, the 3 bank or the 4 bank. They call that the 4 bank, the flash bank. And if you sweep it, it gives you twice the score. Which notable is that it's impossible to sweep because of the layout. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe the 3 bank, maybe if you had multiple balls, you could sweep the 4 bank. But I don't know.
And my claim, Rayday, from a coding history perspective, as you're part of coding history yourself now with all the games you've worked on, is that this is the first ever award for sweepable bank. That's what I'm claiming. Whirlwind later came with get all the skill shot, get all 3 down in one skill shot.
Well, they had Fathom had if you hit them in order, and I think other games had
in order.
As soon as you hit another target, the light would go off of the bank. So like on Flight 2000 has a sweep rule on the right drops, I believe. There's a 50K light, and if you hit it's lit for 50K. You hit a drop, and then if you hit something else, the 50K goes off. So if you hit only the 3 drops, then you get the 50K on Flight 2000. think.
Viking has that too. It's like a 10x bonus if you hit these like mid-right drops.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
pays
So it's
attention to the
kind of
smaller
like some
things.
early predecessors to the sweep rule.
Right, but a genuine sweep rule there, and I thought you'd appreciate that, right? And I want to
That's
call it out.
pretty
I would have
pretty
said it yesterday,
cool.
but I forgot to.
This is in the manual too, man.
That's right. That's right. We have manual reading on this podcast.
Rad.
That's what we go for. Oh, and I want to
Ooh.
say this is a bounty for you, Ray. I'm going to challenge you next time you're on Grand Lizard. See if you could get 200K on sweeping the bank.
Hey, Serge, where are you pulling that from? What is that site?
I don't shout out, fair enough, memechannel.it, and I have no idea what the heck it
Yeah,
is.
I've never heard of that.
I clicked a link without knowing, which is a very classic way to get viruses on your computer. But in this case, it worked out with a manual. All right. And with that, now, that's a little bit of preamble. Now we can get into the main here. Let's cover the first one. We're going to go to round one. It's top 40 players playing. And I want to show some Elvis first. This is just a playfield ballot. We're going to go through some of the rules of Elvis. But what Derek may not know is that there's a switch right here.
His ball save's already started.
And
it's
exactly,
gone.
and it's gone. And he's focused so much on the soft plunge. And you know what's coming up, right?
Oh, no. I mean, to be fair... Oh...
Surprise.
Surprise.
Oh, no. I mean, normally Elvis would have no ball save, and you would actually care about plunging. But with a ball save, you just want to get it in play so that you actually get to use your ball save. But regardless, draining down the middle, not advised.
Not advised. Totally agree. And such a great player, Derek. But it's true. It's like it's so important to know how it's set up. Does it have a short ball save or not? Because that changes what you do, entirely. Like Black Knight, if it comes with a ball save, you might do a super skill shot, and if it doesn't, you might try to, just normal plunge so you can catch it on the right flipper.
Hey, Ray, do you think Steve put that switch in there just so people would stop doing this?
No, he put it in there because there's no one-way gate, so the ball can fall back in there, and he wanted a way to reactivate the skill shot just when the ball falls back in there. Although, I mean, I guess you could have used the shooter lane for that, but maybe they wanted redundancy or something. But no, I think the intention was just to... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but... It is a pattern on Steve games, like Black Knight Sort of Rage has one, Star Wars Pro, old Star Wars has one. Yeah, interesting. But this is one of the few games you can get the skill shot mid-ball just from it falling back in there.
Right. King Kong.
King Kong has one for Deadeye because it wants to know when a ball has left the plunger lane so it can give you another one.
Good point.
At least... That's what Keith told me.
And there you are, by the way, in the background with Dustin.
Oh yeah, I was not having a good time.
All right, I want to show another Elvis clip here, which is, to the best I can, I always want to show an Andre Masenkoff clip. He's going to get this multi-ball.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen someone light and collect the hotel. Usually it takes separate trips. That was sick.
And he immediately gets a jackpot so fast that it doesn't register.
Oh no! Oh, because it was still like emptying the multi-ball device, I think.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. He was too fast for the machine.
He was too fast for the machine. And that's why I love to show, Andre's so fun to watch play because he plays like nobody else plays in pinball. He's so on the fly.
Oh my God, and now it's over. Oh, he gets the add-a-ball.
Right, add-a-ball at the scarf target, which is right, shout out to the scarf target right over here. I'll do some... I'll point out you have to hit the king stand-ups, which lights the scarf target for your add-a-ball in either the Jailhouse or the Heartbreak Hotel multi-ball. But the way Andre plays, is like so on the fly and he's so deadly accurate that he can make that jackpot within like 4 seconds and it didn't even register.
Now, what's interesting about Elvis is those drops on the left, those will completely reset on your next ball, and you'll lose all your progress. So he has that last target. Oh, he gets it there with the upper flipper. But I was going to say it's worth draining over, on ball one if you have one target left to hit, because that's kind of the goal of the games, to get those Elvis gifts.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about it, and that actually sets up well for the next clip, is talk about like what's a good scoring strat in this game. And question for you, Ray, is do you play it differently on, I don't know how much you play Elvis, but would you play it differently on a normal playing Elvis? By normal, I mean one where they don't put big rubbers in the way of Jailhouse versus one like this where they do.
Yeah, I mean, normally you just rush Jailhouse because it's worth way more than everything else. But with the way that Jailhouse was so hard to get to, you wanted to do the easier stuff first, like Heartbreak and All Shook Up, and then Gift of Elvis it was kind of the play, the game plan.
Yeah, and so just to point out what Ray is talking about for everyone else is this little saucer is what starts with repeated shots, what starts Jailhouse multiball, and you could get in that saucer typically from an easy backhand on the right flipper, just not on this copy because it was really hard to get in there. They put some extra, looks like rubber, stuff like that. You could also get there randomly from the pops, like it just goes in there. Kind of think about it like Lord of the Rings, Gollum cave kind of stuff. And that helps qualify it too. But anyway, so in the absence of that, that's the typical strat, right? But in the absence of that, like I only saw one person get Jailhouse the entire stream. I think it was Dante at some point. In the absence of that, you might instead go to up this to get to the upper flipper to knock down the doors of Heartbreak Hotel and then get the ball back in there like Andre did very quickly. And then that starts Heartbreak Hotel multi-ball. And then while you're in the multi-ball, like Ray is saying, you might actually focus on the drops, and you could get them loaded up in multi-ball, as well. And when you get all the drops down, like Andre just did, it lights your gifts from Elvis, which is there on the right. So anyway, I want to point all that out. Anything else you would add there, Ray?
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we're gonna show some more clips of Elvis later with like ZMAC blowing it up. But one thing I could do already is I think Derek deserves showing a good ball. So here's Derek using that strategy of drops and getting the gifts of Elvis on the right side. And there's an order to Gifts of Elvis. There's 5 of them. So, if you get 5 sets of drops and then shoot that orbit 5 times, you get awards. The third award is the King of Rock and Roll, and that's usually the highest value one. Every time you hit this King set right there, you can get a countdown like Hurry Up from 5 million. And it could be quite lucrative if you look at like he's going to hit it right now.
Boom.
Get some letters. 10 million for that right there, that one shot. Boom, again, another 10 million for that shot.
You ever play some Elvis, Kale?
Yeah, I certainly did. I played a beautiful, believe it or not, restored copy. I can't believe it's that old. But it was completely shopped out. This was in the guy who owns the game terminal in Nashville brought it to the one of the big shows on the East
Elvis in
Coast.
Nashville seems appropriate.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And he wanted a lot of money for it. It was insane. I mean, it was like $9,000 or something.
Ooh, boy. They make Elvis? They made Elvis gold editions. Was it a gold edition?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they made special like limited gold versions.
That may have been the issue.
But yeah, fun game. One of my favorites. I grew up playing it in a movie theater. I'd go there when I was a kid and just try to get to Graceland. Very addicting.
Yeah, it's a legit fun game. I agree too. And maybe while you mentioned it, Graceland is the wizard mode of the game, and you get that by doing 3 things that are right here. One of them is all the gifts from Elvis. So if you got this, all the drops down 5 times, and made this shot 5 times, that would get you that singular thing, the gifts of Elvis. And then the other one is all these blue notes, which normally you would ignore if for scoring purposes. It's not there for score, but if you were to get a bunch of blue notes repeatedly, that explains all these blue notes here. And if you get all the blue notes necessary in the game, that would get you your top 10 countdown completed. And then the final thing you need to do is the featured hits, and those are 5 different modes. One of them is this multi-ball, one of them is this multi-ball, and then you have all 3 kind of modes, like this hound dog mode is getting these stand-ups for frenzy mode. You have to hit all these shots for all shook up, and then you have to make a bunch of inner loops for blue suede shoes. Anything I missed there, Ray?
No, that's it. It sounds simple, but the one that would always trip me up was either blue suede shoes because you had to hit enough upper loops, or hound dog is actually tricky because you can't shoot it during multi-ball. You have to wail on that target during single ball play, and it resets progress every ball. So you got to hit it 4 or 5 times in the same ball in single ball play to start that mode.
Oh, and you
Which if
can't
you're not
progress
going,
it in single ball, you're saying?
what's that?
You can't even create progress for it in multi-ball.
I don't think so. No, I think it
Interesting.
turns off.
Yeah, and I think this inner loop thing for the blue suede shoes, am I crazy? Do you have to make, I think you might have to make it repeatedly to start it, not just like
You
counting
have
the
to
total
hit it.
number,
You
like
have to
three
make
times?
2 loops in a row
Two
when
loops in
it's
a row.
qualified. If it's not qualified, you shoot a loop to qualify it. So it's kind of 3 loops in a row. The exception is if you go down the right in lane, it lights the left orbit for qualifying it. So if you go in lane left orbit, then you only need 2 in a row. Otherwise,
Right.
you need 3 in a row to start.
Reminds me of like Little Bo Peep loops on Toy Story
Yeah,
4.
yeah. I like this
Well,
Kind of
better
thing.
though. It
well,
actually is.
it was probably a Keith Johnson idea.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Keith worked maybe on this game a little bit on like the
Mhm.
wizard mode and contributed ideas, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it should get more love. Chat
Oh,
saying that
yeah.
too, and we could all agree. So we showed it some love here, I think, appropriately. We're going to show it later when ZMAC absolutely destroys it. It has a video mode in it, like a Dance Dance Revolution type video mode. We'll show a clip of that later. But with that, I will get to the next clip I want to show. We're going to be showing quite a bit of whitewater today. I want to show off Connor Mulberry here, who's right now, he's at 1 point, but it's 8-3-2-1. And so if he can win this game, then he will advance. And so he has the quote setup coming. So the setup is you get your multi-ball ready, and you get your 5x playfield ready, and you start the 5x playfield, and then you start the multi-ball. And maybe just to explain that for a second here, hold on, I do 1 second. Let's get that going. So there are 6 awards in these Boulder Garden area, and they go in order unless you hit the pop bumpers, and then it moves it out of order. But the one that you care about is this one right over here, and you're going to see it lit up in a second, and that's 5x playfield. And so you
And
start the
and he
5x.
has to get 5. He can't play a multi-ball by himself because he's down 423 million. He needs first and first alone to move on. So this is perfect play from Connor here.
Very much agree. And then once you explain once we understand the 5x and how to get it, it's all about when do you trigger it. Because the key is to get the multi-ball ready. And this has the kind of traditional way to start a multi-ball. You'll see it in Stranger Things. You'll see it to an extent on Rush, actually, like hit the stand-ups on either side of the ramp, to light the lock kind of thing. That's like the whitewater kind of lock,
Right.
if you will. And so, but you don't want to start the multi-ball first because then you can't get the 5x. And so you have to start you have to start first the 5x, and to do that you have to get to the upper playfield. And so there are 2 ways to get to the upper playfield. The easy way, because it feeds slowly here, is to go through that lock shot. The harder way is to go through the ramp and then make it. And so with that kind of context, let's go to the videotape.
Yeah, so if you're really going all in on 5x, the easier way is to queue up a bunch of locks first so that you can lock it, short plunge, start Whirlpool, then lock it for lock 3. He actually kind of splits the difference a little bit. He almost queues up all the locks. He's 1 target away.
Right, and it's a 25-second timer, which is not very long at all.
It looks like this ROM has it fixed where it will actually pause during animations, though, which is not the case on a stock Williams ROM.
Now he does the pop off here. He's pumped because this is his chance to win it.
Ooh, a little early. Oh, and then created traffic, and then but okay, he gets him back up. Wow, 3 for 3. Oh no. Ooh, what do you do here? Yeah, focus on the upper playfield. Oh, that one was late. He was early than late. Oh man. Oh boy. Okay, some more chances. 2 more chances. Oh, it's all done. 5x is gone. Oh no. So that should have been 100 million. Wow. So if he would have made those 3 shots, he would be in first already.
Exactly, exactly. And we've all been there. So, this is not a success highlight. And but it shows really the kind of the joy and the agony of pinball, in this clip. Like he got the
Best
mega
made
stack.
plans. Yeah.
Exactly. He put it all, he collected everything, he set it up perfectly, and then you have like one moment to execute, and we've all been there where it fails, and this is your moment to go advance, and so you think about this, and I felt that before too, and I love pinball for that. Like it gives you in just like 1 minute, you could feel that joy and agony.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. But we will show a lot more Whitewater later. After this round one for finals in A, they actually showed a B, which I think is kind of an interesting one to show. It's a tiebreaker, a three-way tiebreaker in Wonka. And I know you're a big Wonka player, right? Right? I know you like blew up this game too in qualifying, I think.
I'm usually not a Wonka player, but I was on a kind of a medium card, and I was just like, I just want to play something, and Wonka was open, and I gave it a shot, and then it just kept going, going, and
Yeah.
going.
So I think the key, what I wanted to show here is, so this is Drew Syke. I hope I said that right. And he's going to start his kid multi-ball, which is on this left orbit. The far left, it's not an orbit. It's like a dead end. So it's not even fair to call an orbit, but so he's, aiming for the shot. He gets it. There's the pop off. He's got his kids collected, some of them, 2 of them, and now he's in this multi-ball. And the reason I want to show this is, like, this is the type of game where knowing the rules will really be advantageous for you, but it can be quite tricky sometimes on a lot of Jersey Jack games where the lights are lit everywhere. And so he's in this multi-ball right now, and what I wanted to show is he needs to make one single shot to probably win the game, is what I'd say, which is all right. So let's do it
Well,
if
you
I
got
may.
me because I can't see it. Which one is it, Serge?
All right, it's this shot right here. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Ray. All right.
Okay, it's
So
usually that shot. That's my general Wonka strat. Is if that has any sort of anything, shoot that. Yeah.
yeah, and the reasoning is, so to highlight that is that's where you start 3 different sets of game features. This is one set of game features. This is one set of game features, these 4 inserts, and this is a different set of game features. So the reason that is he's got a multi-ball lit on that far right shot, and he also has a 3x playfield lit on that far right shot, and he could bring all that in to the multi-ball he's in.
Oh.
So I'll show you. You'll see it. It's highlighted right now. Everything is highlighted on this freeze frame, but you're going to see the bottom light of it's called Slugworth multi-ball of those kind of top 4 inserts, and then the 3x light are flashing. So you can see them flashing right now, those rectangular inserts. And it's all indicating that one shot is the shot.
Yeah, you can see that exclamation mark changing 3 different colors.
Yeah, exactly. And
I gotta give credit there. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, that's if you don't know your Wonka, just always be hitting that TV shot.
and even right
See,
now,
what
like,
was that? He was going for Gobstopper, I
he's
think?
just going for
Yeah.
something else. And understandably, because like, how is he going to know if you're not deep in the rules? Like, can one know that like all of that is on the line, there, and it's really hard to know that, right? Maybe I'll point out. So these modes right here, Slugworth and so forth, you get from this captive ball. These modes, the playfield X, you get from hitting orbits, for example, and then those final modes here you get from the right ramp. You just have to do a lot of those shots, like to spell Wonka or whatever. But anyway, and they all start on that far right. So if you don't know Wonka that deeply, like I just said, then the answer is if you see the far right is lit, you always go for it. Always.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it gives you like 10-second ball save.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's like huge rewards there. Cool. What can anything else on this? No, that's good for now. That's my Wonka mini deep dive. And with that, let's go to round 2 now of Back to A. And for that, we're going to night moves. So this is just a fun clip that I wanted to show. So Zach Parks gets out. Everyone's sitting. Look at the stacked group. Zoller.
Can we pause for a second?
Sure.
Ray, what do you think about Jim putting night moves in this tournament? Like how far do we go with, you know?
I mean, the fact that it works and technically has, you know, flippers and targets and score. I guess it's fine. Yeah.
Is there a limit? Can we have a Zizzle in the tournament? What's
I
going
would
on?
say that would be over the line. I think anything that came out from a manufacturer, like a major manufacturer that took coins. Although then again, I mean, you could see like a home edition. I've seen home editions at tournaments before.
Yeah.
Not like a
so that-
Zingy Bingy prototype or something.
Right, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, there's a line, and you'll know it when you cross it. And in this one, it hasn't crossed it, but man, it's right. It's definitely tempting. Like,
What about a Bagatelle?
Yeah,
Like no flipper.
Like
1930s.
pre-war.
But it takes coins.
No. It's got to have flippers. I mean, that's what are we doing here?
Okay. And then while we're talking about it, are you a sitter or a stander? And I don't mean while you pee. I mean like when it comes to night moves. What's your
I
opinion?
actually didn't touch it all weekend, so I mean, I probably would have sat down because standing would be awkward. You're kind of hunched over.
I think the only player I saw on stream standing was Walt Wood, I believe.
Oh, that's the
Oh yeah,
clip,
you can't make
Kale.
that. You can't make that man sit down. No,
Oh, here he comes.
he's like, get this out of here.
Get that out of there. That guy's too cool for school on that one. And always fun to watch him play too. And so that's what I wanted to show. We had 3 sitters with Zoller and Zach Parks and Jermaine and everyone else that I saw play this on stream at least. But no, that's not Walt Wood's style, and we love him for it. So anyway, that was the clip I wanted to show here. The irony, actually, I'd say, is like everyone on the playfield art is standing. You've got all these people standing on the play. Nobody's sitting there or whatever. But for those just joining who didn't watch this at the actual INDISC stream, again, shout out to Matt and Amy from Aimless Pinball for letting us show this. This is a cocktail table that they made, so you'd have to like sit down to play it. I think they only made like 500 of these. They're not that common, of course. So that is that. But with that, let's go to the next video I want to show, which is Zoller like totally destroying this game. And there we go. So should we talk some night moves rules first?
and notice he's sitting.
Yeah, he's a sitter. And maybe just to do the brief night moves rules. Sorry, I always have to find where my mouse icon is. So normally, the game centers around the left orbit. You want to get that left orbit any way you can, especially when it's lit. And the way you light it is by going through any in-lane. And normally, you go through an in-lane, and it's on a timer, a few seconds that you have to make this shot. And if you make that shot, any in-lane on a timer, you make that shot, you get 7 sequential awards for doing so. The first award is like a special, and it doesn't really matter as much. The next second award is light extra ball, and extra ball is worth 500,000 points, and that's a lot of points in this game. You actually collect the extra ball on the in-lanes for what it's worth. And then the third award is 500,000 just score. The fourth award is the interesting one. It's double your score. So you could just double your score. And when you pull that trigger is really important. Like, when do you want to double your score? Because you only get to do it twice per player per game, where you could double your score. So you could 4x your score at any point if you max it out. There's also later awards like win extra ball. It just gives you an extra ball outright, and that's 500,000. There's light 2x bonus, and then light score 4x bonus is the final award. So it just gives you 4 times your bonus right away. So the point is, though, that you want to go through that orbit when it goes through an in-lane on a timer. Having said that, despite night moves only being like 500 copies, they actually built a custom ROM for INDISC here to make night moves play a little differently than the factory night moves. So on this, and in the INDISC version, what you want to do is still the in-lanes are true. they will also, again, give you the orbit, but it's not on a timer. It's switch-based. It's like 3 switches, and then it goes away. And then they also set up completely differently this target, and that's the key to the game. What made it so different and how it normally plays is you want to purposely aim for that target, because the inlanes are hard to purposely aim for.
Right.
But you purposely aim for that target, which lights the orbit on a 3 switch counter again. So that's all custom ROM. I'll pause there. Anything to clarify there from you guys?
Well, that makes me feel better. I thought people were picking this because they liked lucky inlanes. I didn't realize they made it so you could actually hit something.
Correct.
That's cool.
Right.
Also, that spinner says 25,000. How do you light that? That seems like that'd be the best thing in the game if you could ever get that spinner lit.
Yeah, that spinner, boy, I wish I remembered what lights the spinner. You're right that it's 25,000. It might alternate with switch hits. I'm not sure, actually. I'm going to pause
It'd be
there
great
'cause
if
I'm
it
not
was
sure.
like complete all the targets to light it, but I doubt that's what it is.
Right,
Although
and there
he's
is
going.
yeah, and there is a multi-ball in this game, I should say. But the multi-ball, it's just 2 balls, meaning that there's no extra point scoring in there.
So that gave him one of the awards.
Yeah, I believe it did. I didn't see if it was lit. Let me pay attention more next, because it's not lit right now. Now it's lit, and it's going to double his entire score. Did you see that? It's staying in the
Ooh.
center there. And so, like, you could see the what show now. The next award is light 2x bonus. So now it's lit again. Gets his 2x bonus. Now he's going to hit the target,
Nice.
which lights it again. And this is light right
Woo.
special. So it's just going through those awards.
And he can take his time here. It's not gonna time out.
Correct, because it's switch based. Normally it does time out, but here it's switch based. And again, he has it ready to go. Now he's doing the nod.
Oh, his
with Jason
spinner is
Dollar.
blinking.
Yeah, you're right. I got to pay attention to what lit that.
Oh, it's
actually.
gone now. Oh, does it light every time you hit that? Oh, every time you hit that little candy cane, it lights the spinner for a little bit.
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, that's a good point. So that's a ball lock right there. There are actually 2 ball locks in the game, and they alternate which one is lit. So he has 500,000 lit right now. Boom.
Whoa!
Nice.
He uses the Kirk post there, the Kirk post.
No.
Clip
Wow.
And so he has one more double score to use. That is worth just a handful of points, not a huge score. When it's not lit, I mean the candy cane.
I believe they have this game at the Delaware Pinball Collective where Jason plays quite often. So.
That is accurate. Here it is, double your entire score. You could see it lit on the score
Oh,
reel.
can he survive? He does.
Boom,
Money.
another double. And there's 5 million all of a sudden. So anyway, I think that pretty much shows how Night Moves is played. He's showing exactly how to play it. Well, how this custom ROM version of Night Moves is played. He's going to continue getting that orbit over and over and over
so
again.
much for my spinner theory. It's
Exactly.
not true anymore.
Exactly. He just does not focus on that. It's all he focuses only on that one thing.
Wow.
And he's really good at pinball, But shout out to Jason Zoller. All right. Anything else we want to say about Night Moves? There might be some more Night Moves coming up.
Yeah, I think this stream's going to sell a few Night Moves, so that's cool for the secondary market.
All right. Kale, are you a Bob Seger fan?
Absolutely.
I thought you would be.
Come on, turn the page. Let's go.
I knew it. Okay. And then let's go now. So this same group right now is on King Kong. And you can't see the full score on that score cam because Walt just totally moved the game. But you can see the score on Scorebit.
He actually didn't move the game. He ran into the camera.
Oh, that's right. I missed that part.
His head ran into the camera. Yes, it was good. Perfect Walt Wood.
Yeah, that is perfect. But we can see scores on the bottom here. We've got Jason at 290 million, so he's blown up the game. Zach Parks is at 91, and Walt Wood is at 80 million. And so Walt Wood needs 10. This is ball 3. And for Walt Wood to avoid a tiebreaker, let's say, because Jason's going to win it with his 8 points or whatever, and win the round. But Zach Park is ahead of Walt, and Walt Wood needs 11 million points. And what I really love is watching how he grinds this 11 million points. So forget about the rules and what you should light and modes and 2x playfield and all of that. He does a singular thing. You're gonna you're gonna see him do it over and over and over again. Now he's out of logs, log diverters, which are the action buttons. He might still press it, thinking it might be lit. It's not. And he's just gonna do an unlit spinner to get
How
up
many
to.
points was
He's on the
he
bottom
at?
left. You could see it just barely on the bottom left. He's at 82 right now against Zach Park's 91. He's going to take his time. Now he's at 83. They're showing his score circled. Look, I just appreciate this grind so much. I don't know why I love it so much.
Well,
But
honestly, there's not a whole lot. I mean, you'd have to hit the gong twice to do that, and his
right.
climb arrow is on that upper flipper shot, which he can't get to without logs. He can't get logs without hitting the spider pit. So your only other option is either play drop targets or what he's doing. And I mean, I'd probably go for drops because you can get that sweep action, but that induces the dangerous upper flipper sideways. So this is actually, look at that. He got a river award to light mystery. Mystery could get him there too, but he's not interested.
It's something like 10K per spin or something. We have chat pointing that out right here.
Crazy.
look at him go. Man, he's fun to watch.
Hands down, especially when you can hear him.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the most fun pinball player to watch.
But I mean, he also he had a 2-point lead, so he didn't actually have to pass Zach.
He just wanted to avoid
But
a
that
tiebreaker.
guarantees it, right? So
Now the bonus is still scoring, so you can't quite see it. But he ends up winning by 500. There it is, 500K
Ooh.
over Zach Parks with that nonstop spinner strategy. So we're gonna see like ZMAC blow up the game later with like 150 million point shot kind of thing. But pinball is like sometimes a game of inches that way. And I want to give a shout out there. Always fun to watch Waltwood go. Okay, now we're gonna go to the top 16. Anything else before we get there that you guys want to talk about?
No.
Just that the Kong was playing tough, but I was able to get a handle on it. It was fun.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
how
There's
did
a lot of strategies in Kong.
the droopy flippers? How did that affect your play on that?
It made hitting the center ramp you had to be very intentional. I had to have it trapped from the right. If you tried anything on the fly or backhand or anything, you were in trouble. So it just made you play really, really carefully.
Was it difficult to backhand the gong?
I was able to still do it. It was maybe a little tighter, but you could still do it. But it was harder for sure.
So we're now at the top 16, and I'm showing Dante off here, who played just so great in everything, classics and main. He was crushing it, and he has just one of the best games of hot tip.
He took his spinner there. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So to light that spinner on the left for 1,000 a spin, you have to get all 6 drops in hot tip, which he's already gotten. Now, if you get the drops again, you light extra ball, which you can play on this. But that's ball 1 right there of hot tip. It looks like he doesn't like his score because he's under 100K, but he's got about 200,000 in bonus because he got double bonus. So to talk about double bonus. 1 second, let's see. To talk about double bonus, that is this right here. You want to get in the saucer when it's on the red, and the saucer will move, what's lit with those switch hits. Sorry, Ray, you were going to say?
No, I was just agreeing. Yeah, the double bonus is the key, but it's kind of random. But nice.
That's the other one you want to get that he landed on, the white one. That's light captive ball for 30K, which he goes for. Captive ball already advances your bonus, which is nice, but you could also now get 30K when you hit it, which is a decent amount of points.
30K is such a weird amount to award on an EM. They must have had a special motor or something for that, because usually it's multiples of 5, right? How do you award 30K? It's funny.
Right. And we could see his double bonus is lit. Just to point out, it's right here, his light, and he's at double bonus times 70, so he's 140,000 coming at the end of this ball. But he's, you could get a max bonus of 100K bonus, a base times 2 for 200. So he's moving up right now, and this is ball 2. And the this is just a great game he ends up playing here. I thought I would show the whole thing. Really, it won't take that long because it he gets it up there pretty quickly. And this is still ball 2. So what you want to do in this game is, as much as you can, rip the spinner, get it up to the top, get your double bonus, get like captive ball if you can. Ray, is there any other way you play it?
It's always, when do you switch to going for drops, right? And I usually make that switch around 70K bonus or so. Once you've gotten some in the bank, you don't want to just go for it right off the bat because it can just kill you and you get nothing. So I like to, lay a foundation first, then go after the targets, especially if there's only 1 or 2 left.
So you're like, double bonus more important than lighting spinner.
Yeah, just to get you in the game, because those targets are, they don't give you very many points when you hit them, but double bonus gives you points right then.
Yeah, and he's been capitalizing because the last few balls he's gotten about 200,000 in bonus each time he's drained.
Ooh, look at that.
Another
So especially
double bonus.
now when you have double bonus, definitely don't shoot the targets. You want to get bonus to double. So he's going to be shooting the either the captive ball or shatzing to the right flipper. Try to get the hole to advance more bonus.
Right. And saucer at the top advances your bonus there too.
Yep.
Like you said, captive ball does. And am I crazy that if you hit the captive ball well, you could advance your bonus ×2? Because
Yeah, I
you can
think it
go up and
advances
down.
it. It advances it every time it rolls over that switch. So if it goes up and then down, you'd get 2. And then if you hit the target in the back and you have the 30K lit, you get another 30K, but only if you hit the target.
Right. But also notice he took advantage. He went for the drops even though he was only at like 30K bonus. Or
Wow,
something.
I mean, that's a bold strategy, but it's paying off because that spinner shot he made was worth an extra, 30K or whatever.
Great save, by the way.
I love this. You can drop catch out of that. Oh,
You
yeah.
like exactly.
Woo.
That's the sick drop catch right there. A lot of players were just letting it bounce off the right flipper, like afraid to drop catch, and I would be too. But he just has the perfect drop catch out of there. And notice the score
Man.
right now.
I never actually tried shooting for that hole directly, but if you could, that would be the best strat ever. Just hole drop catch, but I don't think you can actually hit it very easily.
Right.
Wow,
Like
what a ball.
What a ball. So yeah, if you're like, yeah, if you can nail that saucer and or like fire on the drop catch, right? That is one way. Yes, Alex from chat. And thank you for putting that up, Kale.
You're welcome.
Yeah, John, that I did show that actually. It was like the first picture I showed, and we'll probably see it later too as well. And so he's close to rolling it. He's at 932K right now. He will end up taking first on this game. Look at the drop catch again. Doesn't quite work that time, but still impressive.
Yeah, he's a tough out, man. He's really good. He's climbed the ranks
Real quickly.
pretty quickly.
And he's a New York State champion, I believe.
Yeah, him and Alex Kelly, I think, alternated. I think Alex won it last year with Dante in second, and now I think maybe this year they switched. I'm not sure. Those are 2 very formidable foes. Very cool to see Dante go all the way to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll finish it off here. He has it in bonus. You're going to see. Let's see the roll. He deserves it. You don't always roll hot tip. Look, there it is.
Wow.
Look at that beautiful drop
Yeah.
catch. The timing on that is so exquisite. Lights the
Roll
captive ball,
incoming.
and here it is. Nodding the head, and he'll keep playing, by the way, but we'll move on. I just want, it's such a monster ball, I thought it was worth showing. I also wanted to show, I'm not going to show another whole hot tip ball, but what I did want to show is you were talking about how it's somewhat random at the top, to get the double bonus, right? You know, look, and I want to show what Luke can do because Luke is like one of the most aggressive nudgers, Luke Horniak here.
Yeah, he makes
And
his own luck in yeah.
A- And that is you said it exactly right. And let me show you the example of it. This is what he does on his, what he's going to do here, just to walk it through, and then I'll show what's going to happen. Um, he gets all the drops pretty quickly. He focuses on that first.
Well, yeah, especially with Dante putting up
Right.
such a big score. He's like, well, I'm going to need to light my spinner at some point this
Now,
game. Might as well
this is what I want to show. Look what he does here.
Wha- Wait, he's waiting for it to. Oh
Correct.
my god! Oh, he missed the boat. Let me just
Yeah, now
get back on.
it still doesn't work out. It still doesn't work out, but you know exactly what he wanted. But you could see if you play like him, actually it's not lucky at the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
Not
a
that
third
much luck.
flipper.
There's a third flipper out there. So I like to show this example because it's like when you learn to nudge in pinball, you think about nudging on the bottom, you know, to save the ball. But there's so much nudging you could do on top, and like I don't know if anything shows it off better than what he just did over there.
That was sick.
Pretty sick, right? All right. All right. So, and I didn't see anyone else do it to that level. So I thought it would be fun to show. All right, so we move on, and now we're same players. We're in this top 16: Dante, Akeli, Luke Nahorniak, Zmac, and so now we're in King Kong Ball 3. Dante's at 20 million. He's in last right now, and he does some very high points per minute PPM stuff here. That's worth talking about, or at least showing.
Yeah, this mode can be massive.
Yeah, so he's in Save and this mode, like you said, Ray, can be a lot of points. You make other shots which build value at the gong shot, and you could do that a few times and then get a hurry up on the gong shot. Anything else you'd add to that mode?
Well, that mode is crazy because it's like unlimited. Like you can just keep hitting blue arrows, and if you hit them in combos, they're like double, and you can just keep doing. There's no limit other than your time limit. So if you're ripping shots at a quick pace, you can get that gong up to like 20 million, and then just collect it over and over again. It can be huge.
Yeah, one of the things I've said before about like Keith's rule sets is like he's just the master of risk and reward that way. You know, you could always push your luck.
Yeah.
And you could also increase the time remaining in the mode by hitting the gong shot to make it, you know, because you're going to want that, and you're going to hit your gong shot anyway. He just hit
Right.
his gong shot.
That's
Gong
part
shot
of what
also.
makes this mode so good is you always get the time extension just by playing it.
Exactly. You're playing it, you're already getting the time extension. Plus, he brought in the King Kong multiball, where the add-a-ball is the gong shot. So there's all
And he's
sorts
got
of
double
reasons.
scoring.
Exactly. Double
25
sc-
million gong award.
I know. Double scoring you get from the stand-ups around the playfield. I usually find it's incidental for me. It's hard to like purposely go for it, but he's in it. And so let's see how
Wow.
we,
Did you see that? The 2.5 million bananas sneak-in shot spotted him in the super jackpot in multiball. That's neat. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, let's say I'm going to show, darn it. I'm going to show, so normally when you go up here, you can't control it. Usually it goes around to if you hit it hard, punch back target knocks it back. But what you could also do to what Ray is saying is, I mean, you can't do it on purpose. If it's just a soft shot, lobs in there and goes down a switch here, that's your 2.4 whatever million bananas. And that's basically a spot shotted thing. And that can work for super jackpots.
Yeah. Additionally, I saw he climbed to the next level, and it gave him 10 million just for reaching the next climb arrow. So I didn't realize that climbing actually gave you points too. I thought it was just for advancing your island locks and whatnot. But that's good to know. That's why people sometimes say always be climbing.
Always be climbing. Yeah, you get for 300 feet, it's 10 million plus you light your first New York City event. Always be climbing. Climbing are the yellow arrows around the playfield.
Woo!
But you know, there you can see his score pretty quickly. He's a little.
Premium probs right there.
That's
Was
right.
there rubber on that post?
No.
No, they took it off.
I could barely get mine at home with the rubber to save it down the middle ball. So the fact that he got one with no rubber, that's sick.
Yeah, so he quickly goes from 20 million to 235, and now he's in first place, feeling good about that. And same game, and now we see Luke's high points per minute, and his version, he's at 72 million. Now he's in last place. And so his version is relying on pterodactyl mode. And as a setup to the pterodactyl mode, that's where you hit a lit drop on those 4 drops on the left, and then you get into the right scoop concave area.
There's that tricky backhand with the droop flippers. You could see it just barely made it in.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying you couldn't backhand it, and then I saw a lot of people not backhand it, and then suddenly it started. A few of them, like Luke, is able to do it. Takes a typical danger, just from aggressive nudging. And he's going for the spider pit multi-ball. Nails it. So for this one, the Add-a-ball is not at the gong shot. It's a mystery at the right concave.
For the pit multi-ball?
Yeah. Am I
No,
crazy?
I think... I actually don't know. I know for island locks, the mystery is your Add-a-ball. I don't know about for the pit.
I agree with that as well, what you just said. Like island locks, there's an Add-a-ball there too. Make sure I'm not crazy.
I thought the gong would add a ball here. Let's see. He hits it. Well, that's for his scene. Yeah, gong doesn't look very lit, so you might be correct. Well, 30 million for that shot. Ooh.
Yeah, and one thing I wanted to point out about this, if I could pause it just for a second, is during pterodactyl mode, you make points by hitting the lit drop, and then you can get a 2x award by getting into there. But if you hit it into the stand-up and then it goes down, that's a 3x award.
Is it 1x if you have the flipper held up?
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. And you actually get it even more if the flipper is held up. That is exactly right.
Well, you don't want the flipper up if you want most.
Sorry, I said that. Yeah, correct. It's sort of like Iron Maiden rules, where that upper loop, you get it more if you don't hold the flipper up. Specifically, Ray, you add 3 million to the shot base if you don't hold the flipper up.
Okay, so not necessarily double, but...
Not double, but here he just makes another 3x award for 36 million. So it's like, if you make a 3x award, that's 9 million more if you don't hold the flipper up.
Wow.
And now he's in the lead at 244 million.
Ooh.
And so that's his. And really awesome play there. But now we see the beast of them all, right? We get to Z-Max ball here, and this is sort of a legendary ball, I think, for me. So now Z-Max in last place, all right? And he has his own way to play and a completely other route. And that's also what I want to show off about King Kong, which is so great, is there's so many routes, to doing it. So Z-Max way is one is a super spinner. You can get super spinner by if you see it lit at this red triangle there, that's the island treasure. It's pointing at Gary Stern's stand-up, behind the drops. And we can get into how you light that if you want, but for others on the chat. But if you get that, so that gives you like super awards, like super spinner, for example. And then the other thing he's really focused on is island jackpots. To get that, you need an island lock, and to get island lock, you need to climb. So we'll try to handle this, what he does, try to break this down. They were even saying in like commentary, like, hey, we're gonna have to watch this video again and learn exactly what he did, because he set it up to get a 150 million point shot in one single shot, and that's pretty awesome. So let's see it. So what I really want to point to is he focuses on island locks, and to get to island lock, you could think of almost like a portal lock in Avengers. Is that fair, Ray?
Yeah, very similar.
So he needs the climb arrows, the yellow climb arrows around the playfield in order to climb, in order to light his
This is set on
island
extra
lock.
hard, so you need like every single shot.
So that's his main focus here. He has a plan, in other words, as he always does.
Interesting, he chose a right orbit shot?
It was lit for an island. It was lit for a climb, rather. It's just hard to see that arrow. That's why. The arrow's like far back, and it's like not up from a playfield cam. You can't quite see it, but it was lit. He's still only going 4 climb shots. That's the plan. There's
Right.
one
So
left.
hit there, use the button, transfer over to the upper, then hit the inner.
Correct. There it is. And now his island lock is lit. And I'll point that out for, sorry, I accidentally went like that. His island lock is lit right here on the right orbit. So I just wanted to point that out. And now he's focused only on the island lock of getting it. And then setting up, and then starting his mode. But first island lock.
Ooh.
Still right orbit.
Sketchy.
And what's nice about watching him is it's not he's very accurate, but it's not like he has superhuman accuracy. He has to try a few times, you know, and that's always
Yeah.
like a good for somebody like me trying to get good. So he has his island lock. Now he needs the multi-ball.
He's already sneakily snuck into second or third here.
Yeah, he's pretty close already.
I'm not sure like where those points came from. Just from climbing, I guess.
Now, yeah, he takes a deep breath knowing he has set up what he needs to do. So pterodactyl attack. Can I try to explain do you want to try Ray, the island lock situation? You want me to go to it?
I mean, it's basically you're in the mode, you're in the multi-ball. The mode will never time out as long as you have 2 balls in play. I think it stops at like 15 seconds. And as soon as you sort of do anything in the mode, the upper ramp will light for light island jackpot. So that upper left ramp, you'll see a little light turn on. And then when you hit that, it lights the pit for your island jackpot. And ideally you want to hold off on that because it's worth however many points you've collected in the mode. So you kind of want to do some mode stuff, then light that, then get the jackpot, and then get a double jackpot if you hit it again quick enough.
Very well said. So we're going to watch when that light on the billboard is lit. And by that light, I mean, again, this one right here, and you were pointing it out. So that light will be lit when you, like you said, when you make progress in your mode. How they define progress is a little different for every mode. So for example, in pterodactyl attack, if you remember, you have to hit a lit drop, and then you have to go into the cave. As soon as you do that one time, that lights the billboard. But, and then how it works is, that lights the billboard, you go up there, like you said, and then it lights your spider pit to collect an island jackpot. And the island jackpot is worth all the mode value of your entire mode shots up to that point, plus like 5 million points. So it can be quite valuable, especially if you push it to the end, like he's going to do. So for example, if you wait till you get 3 concaves, like lit drop target, he's in pterodactyl, so lit drop target, concave, lit drop target, concave, lit drop target, concave. So you built up quite a big mode value. Then you go through the cliffs, that billboard, which is lit, and then you hit the, darn it, I messed that up. Sorry. So then you hit the spider pit. You will get all of your mode value plus 5 million, and then it gets better. If you're in multi-ball and you hit that, a ball will be trapped. If you hit it within 5 seconds with a different ball, so you it's magnetized, that ball, and you hit it within 5 seconds, you'll get 2x your jackpot again, your island jackpot. So that's why he's going to get 51 million for hitting the island jackpot, and then immediately get another 102 million for hitting that ball that's magnetized. I'll pause there. I think I said that right. Anything you'd add, Ray?
No, I think that's it, basically.
All right, I'll shut up now, and we'll watch this thing of beauty here. He's got the stack going. Boom, that's one time into the concave. And you can see his billboards are already lit and flashing. The billboard I mentioned has an orange flashing light there.
The tricky part is he needs to save a button to feed that upper flipper.
Correct. Second concave.
The ball saves are nice and long on island locks.
The longest of all the
And I don't think you
multi-balls.
can turn. I don't think you can turn them down either.
Correct. Which is interesting.
Well, it lets you actually get rewarded for making it to this island lock. But
Boom. Third concave.
Look at that.
And now he's focused on the island jackpot. So he needs to go up there, presses the button so that he can make that, and now he has to hit that shot for 50 million.
oh my god, he's doing it all at once. Woo!
There's the pop-off, and you see it right there, 102 million island jackpot. And he knows he's gotten it.
Wow.
That's the highest PPM you can get in this game, I think, if you're a points per minute type person.
His score is still catching up. There it is. Yeah, look at that. Let's
Beast of a
go.
walk-off too. All right. So that's the island jackpot strat of King Kong. If you're in dead last and you need you want 500 million points real quick, through you have to execute. But that's the best. The island jackpot, the island lock is really worth it for so many reasons. Even if you're not getting that island jackpot, it gives you 2-ball multi-ball during the mode with a very long ball save, like we mentioned. So it just makes it much likelier that you're going to get points, even if you don't execute on everything he just did. Kale,
Yeah,
anything you would add?
that was
Oh, sorry.
that's a clinic right there.
No. Shout out to Kate Martin. She did a great job
yeah.
with the scoring.
True story.
On just general King Kong stuff, do you guys on the Deadeye mode, do you guys palm or pull?
I'll let Ray answer first.
Do I do what?
Do you palm plunge or full plunge on the Deadeye skill shot mode?
I just do the flick.
Because
Oh.
Keith is a palm plunger. That's what we've learned.
The foot.
I found it's so light on King Kong. You don't need much, so just get it out of the in lane, or out of the shooter lane.
All right, so this is now, we're still finishing up the top 16 now. It's 5-4-4, Dante, Luke, and Z-Mac after that crazy game of King Kong. And Z-Mac needed it because he was at 0 points going into game 2 on the round. And what I wanted to show is how quickly Dante sets this up. So he hits the pop bumper. He just started playing, right? He hit some pop bumpers, which moved his insert on what mystery was lit. And let's see him how fast he wails on. I love his energy too. How fast he wails.
I don't know how intentional any of that was, but he's definitely noticing, and sometimes just being aware of your situation is very important. And now he knows, oh, I have 5x lit.
Yeah, it can't really be intentional because the pops are somewhat random,
Or actually, he doesn't have 5x lit
yet.
He
has the one right before it.
Right.
The mystery award, the 5 million river award or whatever.
Right.
But he knows that already. So you can see it's the 5th light flashing. But now he's going to set up what we were showing Connor set up earlier, which is the 5x into multi-ball strat. And you can see you're going to see how explosive the scoring can be with a strat like that. Now, what's especially amazing about this ball as we watch it is that he actually gets 2 5 times in a row. So first, this is the mystery award, because that's the 5th one. Now the 6th one is lit, and you can see it just barely flashing behind the plastic ramp there. Perfect shot up the lock. You don't just want to hit the lock, you want to skim the stand-ups as you go up, so you could qualify the lock on your way there. But what's going to be really fun about this, Ray, is he doesn't quite set it up. He executes in the end, but he doesn't quite set it up perfectly, and you'll see what I mean. What we were talking about earlier about there's 2 ways to get to the upper playfield. And, all right, so he's lit as 5x. Now his 5x is lit on the upper playfield. Doesn't take it yet.
He's waiting.
Because he's trying to graze those stand-ups to prep the 3rd lock. Okay, he's got 1. And he's got the other. But now we have a problem, Ray. You know what the problem is. You want to tell the audience what the problem is?
You need to get to the upper playfield, but if you hit the center, it'll start multi-ball.
And so instead, he goes for the left ramp, which is a lot harder, because he wants to avoid the center lock shot now, while still starting the 5x.
I'd be tempted on ball 1 to do that. Yeah, pivot and hit any hazard that isn't a left orbit to try to boost your jackpot values, knowing that eventually you're going to drain, and then next ball you can plunge into the Whirlpool.
And you can see the frustration, all because he didn't quite set it up precisely right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he knows how to set it up, of course. I'm just saying, but he is determined. How many ramps is that now? 5 ramps? but gets it.
Hey, there it is. Let's go, he says. He's got the
Okay.
serious face on. Gum
Right,
chewing.
Worst feed in pinball sometimes.
Oh, he misses it.
But there
Okay.
it is. There's the pop off. He's locked in now. He knows what shot he needs to make. That's the jackpot shot they're drawing it for there. You ideally want to make 3 of them there if you can. Boom, all
Boom.
3. Look at the
Now
points
after
flying.
the 5x runs out, he'll have triple jackpots.
Right.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's over.
Immediate
But even,
drain.
even with those 3 shots, he's got 500 mil.
Correct. So that's what I wanted to show. He still has 500 mil. And do you know what's crazy about this, right? Look what's next. He just now finished all his mystery awards or Whirlpool awards or whatever you want to call them, and now he's again in 5x.
Well, he still has 4 left, it says.
Oh, sorry. After this one, you're going to see it. I spoke too soon. So his 5x is about to run out. And now
So this should
immediately.
be man overboard. Yeah.
Oh, man, I was wrong about this. Why did I apologize.
There might be another clip later on
It's
where
another clip. I messed it up.
yeah, if you finish the Whirlpool on 5x, sometimes I don't know how it I think the way it works is during 5x the bumpers are still secretly moving the boulder underneath, but
Yeah.
you can't see it. So that's why he came out of 5x and man overboard was lit randomly instead of you would think Whirlpool challenge would be lit because it's the next one. But there's a chance that it could be 5x again, which is pretty sweet when that happens.
You know what? I have a clip of that later, actually. That's what it is. So back to him, though. This is his ball 2 now. Whirlpool Challenge is one of those things like an Addams Family, one of those mini multi-balls where like you just repeatedly make the shot, and each time you do, it increases the value of that shot. So 5 million, the next one will be 7 million, the next one 9 million, 11 million, 13 million, etc. How crazy have you taken it there, Ray, on a Whirlpool Challenge?
I mean, on location, I've definitely gotten it up. I think it maxes at like 53 million. So I think I've made it all the way before once.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I think max is at 53 million, and then there's also a completion bonus. So right now
And
he's
that
at
one,
13 million.
I don't know if that maxes. It's like it goes up.
I believe it maxes at 100 million.
Okay. But
So
why
they're-
100 million every 6 shots when you're getting 53 every single shot?
Exactly. Exactly. So he just got the Whirlpool completion for 20 million. And look at just a nuts amount of jackpots here on his ball too. He played every ball of this of this whitewater game. And so anyway, I just wanted to show a really good Whirlpool multi-ball, including a completion bonus of 20 million. The next one was 40 million, the next one 60 million, then 80 million, then it maxes at 100 million. The jackpots themselves max at 53, like you said. All right, that is that one. And this is a crazy whitewater game full of lots of great balls. And we go to ZMAC doing it then next. And so this is the greatest Whirlpool challenge that I've seen played on stream. So let's just watch how many jackpots he makes in Whirlpool. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Whirlpool challenge starts at 5 million. Every time add 2 million. This game is such like a rhythm game where you just have to get into the rhythm of when to hit the second ball up, to the upper playfield and take that jackpot. All right, we're at 7. And again, like it's just that it's not like he's making every shot. It's just ability to save it, not get flustered. We're at 11 million now. Next is 13. He's doing a little wiggle so that the feed coming out of the scoop doesn't just throw it through the right in lane up and over. Completes it for 20 million now. Look at that.
Man, getting a workout.
Yeah. Knocks one ball into there with the other one. Still
Wow,
makes
how
the
did he
jackpot.
save that and
Exactly.
make the upper flipper shot? He did 2 things at once.
I thought the same thing.
That was crazy.
Crazy. We're at 21 million now. per jackpot. 23 million now. Still doing the shake. Such consistency there. I think the thought is, and I don't know if you buy this, Ray, that like if you don't shake, that it'll maybe fly through that right in lane on the feed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the shaking does anything. I think it's.
I
just to
wonder.
make it
That's why I
go
wanted to
away.
ask you. I wanted to ask you. I thought you would say that.
I mean, I guess there's a world where if as it's kicking out, like, see, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe it slows it down like a hair, or it bounces a little differently.
We're at 33 million, 35 million a jackpot. He's about to complete it for the third time, which gets you to 60 million completion bonus. And so some people are like, oh, you have to do the 5x multiball, you have to get the 5x playfield with the multiball and get the jackpots and all of that. He just does it in a whirlpool. I got to say that right. 60 million for a whirlpool completed here.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Ooh, those are big.
Stunning. Wow.
40. It's mesmerizing, isn't it? Yeah. He gets right to the point of near maxing it out, if I recall.
It's great. You can't see your score during this either, so you
Right.
don't know until you come out of it. Boom.
Right, 800 million. There we go.
Wow.
Now I want to remind you, he had 0 points going into game 2. You know, that way. So I think that is that enough whitewater? I could show one more thing if that's all right with you guys. So this next one is the 2 times in a row 5x multiplier with Wet Willies. So Dante actually ends up winning this game despite ZMAX 800 million. So the way you get to Wet Willies is you advance all your rafts. All those lit shots that we've been seeing along the different arrows around the playfield, that's the thing to pay attention to here.
He almost has another multi-ball.
Right.
Could get vacation jackpot if he timed it right.
Yeah, and I think that's worth like 200 million.
Yeah, it's not huge, but I think it's a bounty. $100.
And he was very close to it. He's in 5x right now. Is that right? Did I mess it up? Yeah, he's in 5, or it was.
No, it looks like he's on a fresh set of boulders.
Am I crazy? Why I wasn't paying attention? I keep on saying this 5x thing that's not true. I think it will become true. Man, I gotta start paying attention more. So what I might have just started the clip a little early on his ball. So what I want to show is he gets into Wet Willies. Oh, you know what? 647. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm going to skip ahead. Can I skip ahead?
Sure.
He's going to keep playing well. We get it. He's a great player.
There we go.
All right, now this is what I want to show. Sorry, this is it. So now he has 5x lit, and you could see it in the flashing insert all the way on the right.
So now let's count how many pop bumpers he hits during this mode. I'm very curious to see.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. All right. I claim that he's going to get 2 5x playfields in a row with Wet Willies for monster score.
Definitely
Nice
wants that
Pinpals.
orbit. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Looks like
100
maybe
million
2.
for that raft. And you can see what's lit up the middle now.
Wet Willies.
So here's Wet Willies. Now, for people watching, Wet Willies is when you advance your rafts through level 8 into this level 9, which is like Wet Willies. So you just basically get a bunch of these lit shots, and now you're in Wet
I don't
Willies.
think he's actually there yet. I think he's the next raft. Oh, there's another. Yeah, look at that. So you actually saw it ran out, and the boulder was on light extra ball, as I predicted, because he hit 2 bumpers. But then he hit 3 more really quick, right? And so you can see it move to 5x. So yeah, he's already on 5x again.
All right, and then, yeah, lights, like to your point, Wet Willies here.
Now this is going to be massive, because this raft that advances to Wet Willies is normally, it's like a 20 million shot.
20 million, right, so it'll be worth 100 million.
Boom.
Boom.
Plus, oh yeah, it didn't even show the advanced raft. It can't even show anything right now. It doesn't know what's going on.
But now Wet Willies is lit. Now Wet Willies is lit, so he goes up the middle.
Ooh.
And now we're at 50 million a shot in this 5x.
Holy moly. Now, if you manage to hit all of these, it lights a roving 100 mil shot. And I don't know if that 100 mil can be 5x. Someone, I think, told me that it can't, which is a damn shame, because that would be hard to do, to hit all those shots with 5x still running.
Yeah, as I recall, like there's a few things that the 5x doesn't apply to. One of them is the vacation jackpot, as well. And I think you might be right. I'm not sure on what's called
And then also in
Yeah,
multiball, you actually don't get double and triple jackpots 5x.
correct. It's only right, exactly. Right, you don't get multi-ball jackpots, and you don't get vacation jackpot, and you may not get what's this thing called the traveling hazard, which is like the stage 2 of Wet Willie's, where it's a roving arrow. And I think that arrow is on like a 25-second timer, and then it goes away, forever, and it's 100 million. Anyway, that's that game. Dante ends up winning it. What a crazy game of Whitewater, and we will see it one more time later on.
We'll have one more crazier game.
Yeah, an even crazier game. All right, but on this one, we've got I picked the wrong one. I'm sorry. That was the clip I was trying to show earlier. All right, here we have one more Waltwood game for the road here. Waltwood is at 1 point right here, and he's in the lead on Cactus Canyon. And this is not just the regular Cactus Canyon. This is the Josh Sharp and Lyman Sheets code, the new code. Are you familiar with that code, Ray?
A little bit. I've been playing it more and more.
So in this one, Walt makes it to the mini wizard mode. The Marshal saved the train when you achieve the rank of Marshal. So rank is this stuff.
And is that every
right
time
here.
you play? Every time you win a gunfight?
Yeah, and he's going to upgrade to Marshal right here as the game progresses. And Marshal mini wizard mode is worth quite a bit. It has 2 phases. Phase 1 is all 5 shots lit. You have to make all 5 shots. Flippers die, and then it gives you a multi-ball that's quite valuable. And I think he may not even know. It seemed like when he was playing, he didn't even see it coming, kind of thing. It's hard because it's a new game, and not everyone knows the code to to these new rules. But he's just such an amazing player, just going to make all the shots.
Unfortunately, even if he wins this game, because Vigo has such a huge score, there's no way for Walt to advance.
Well, if Vigo were to have gotten a 0,
right, but with Vigo having 73 million, I mean, I
correct.
guess with Jason behind him,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there was a chance. There was a little bit of a chance. All right, so you see his rank has gone up to the 4th level now.
So now he'll beat this mode. That'll light another gunfight.
You got it exactly right. Here's the gun draw. Nails it.
Notice how he hit the right side of that target. If you hit in the middle, it goes straight down the middle. So that was
such a great
He had
point.
played this one before.
So here he is. Marshall saved the train. Now you have to make all 5 shots.
There's
So
not even a
that one.
ball save.
No ball save. So he's just hitting the lit shots. Needs the center. Great drop catch. Then it moves to the left. And it's not just all 5 lit. You have to hit them in order before the train gets there.
Oh my!
Wow.
He makes it back just in time to make the flip. I love it.
And then one more left orbit. Now flippers die.
He's like, what? Oh shit! Let's go.
Exactly. And here's Marshall multiball, and here's where you just blow up the game. He's already at 77 million. And this is, like I said, the mini wizard mode, or one of them for the game. And lots of points.
I don't know if this was in the original code, was it?
No. Yeah,
Right.
this is one of the new things.
Now, is this in the kit code or just the any remake code?
I actually don't know that level of nuance. We're gonna have to get Josh Sharp, a friend of the pod, by the way. We're gonna have to get Josh Sharp on here and ask him. Maybe we'll do a deep dive of this game. I know there's a lot of greatness to it, and a lot of risk and reward, and all sorts of great things. And this is very cool, one of them. And you know what? I'll point is I think this is the one where this is the topper mode. So he's like looking, and now he has to realize, like, wait, what? You got to look up actually.
That's crazy.
He's like, what's going on? So you have to kill the good people and avoid the bad people. I mean, sorry, avoid civilians. And if you shoot too many civilians, it ends. Don't shoot bystanders. I thought that was fun too, to show. Kale, how do you feel about a Cactus Canyon?
Oh man, that's super cool. I wish we had one with that new mech and updated software.
Yeah, it's a new spinner and new saloon doors.
Is there
Yeah,
a cactus at the bat?
there is not, but we could get one because I know Mark Pearson has one.
All right, and now it's time for Medusa, and we are in this final round of, I believe, 16, and we're watching just this last game and last ball of Medusa. And there was some questions in chat among commentators like, what makes this go up? What makes that go up? And so I thought, Ray, that this would be, and Kale, that this would be an opportunity for a new segment on our show that I'd like to introduce, which is our Pinpals All Inserts moment, where we go through and explain what every insert on the playfield does. Do you think that's too ridiculous, Kale and Ray? What do you say to that?
I mean, aren't like half the inserts just bonus numbers?
A lot of them are, but I have found that there's not any one place that's explained the rules of Medusa. I know what people do, and generally what people do is they hit the drops on top and then go to the top left saucer. But on this game, there you can play extra balls, you can play your bonus ball, and that is an actual viable strat. I don't think anyone was going for it to go for extra balls or whatever. So I thought it'd be a fun deep dive. Are you guys up for that?
All right, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, go with it.
All right, we're gonna try, and I know there's a lot of inserts, but we're gonna try. We're gonna attempt it. Okay. And I purposely, Kale, for you, I'm not using my usual shtick of a catchy theme song, because Kale and Rachel told me to stop messing around with AI. Isn't that right, Kale?
That's right.
Okay. We had people that said enough with the AI nonsense, and I accept that. Okay. All right. So a little bit of stuff we can talk about. Let's go to the skill shot first. So this is a Walking Dead type skill shot, which is it's going to say ready, aim, fire, and then it's going to rove very fast through these inserts, all 5 inserts, and you have to go through the rollover buttons, and you want to maximize going through all of the rollover buttons to get the skill shot. The skill shot is actually rather important in this game, and it's a very unusual thing because it increases the value of your spinner, and here all these inserts below the spinner are there are 5 kind of signs, 5 inserts here that represent the 5 inserts of these rollovers, and it is the only way to increase the value of your spinner. So it's a very weird spinner. That's the only rule like this that I know of in pinball. The only way to light your spinner is in the skill shot. There's no other way
Wow.
to do it. Isn't that? I don't know if you knew that level of craziness on this game, Ray, but
Oh yeah, I had a feeling.
so so that's the first thing I want to say is like, you really do want to pay attention to the skill shot and do your best to get as many rollovers as you can. Each rollover adds 500 points to the skill shot, to the spinner. So you can get your spinner, because there's 5 rollovers, you can get your spinner up to a value of 2,500 per spin if you do it maximally. Okay. And then let's go, if we're ready for it, to the numbers underneath, these crazy numbers. So the thing I want to point about of the numbers is normally the only one you care about in competition play is usually like this one, because that is how many shields you have, or shield of the gods. It's a post underneath the flippers where you have to press an extra right flipper button to activate it. So it's like a timed post that punches the ball back. Anything you'd add to that, Ray?
Yeah, actually, at the end of the game, you get, I think, maybe 10,000 per unused one. So don't just waste them, because that bonus could be the points you need.
Yeah, such a good point there that yeah, so he would get 60,000 in bonus, in other words, just from that. You also get this bonus down here from doing different things like going over this rollover switch. This is called the Medusa bonus, and you get it by that rollover and other, and then the stand-ups and the drops. So there's lots of things that advance that bonus. And you could multiply the base bonus, the Medusa bonus, through the left orbit, and that's your 2x, 3x, 5x inserts over there. And you also see those inserts. Yeah, those are the 2, 3x, 2, 3, 5x playfield if you're going for the left orbit. And I know people don't normally, but here's your shield of the gods. And the other reason to go for orbits, not to say that you should, I'm not advocating for it, but every time you go through an orbit, it adds +1 to
Oh,
your either orbit.
wow,
You don't have
that's
to do
nice.
both. Yeah, there's a little bit of extra for you. So if you want to get more of those center saves, go through an orbit. And there's lots of reasons to go through an orbit, especially the left one. The left one is more valuable. That gets you your 2, 3, 5x bonus, as I said. The right orbit also gets you a Shield of the Gods value, and then it also gets you an increasing score every time you go through the right orbit. Again, think about it like 8-Ball Deluxe. It's just you make the shot, or the mushroom loop we talked about yesterday. Every time you make the shot, it makes it more valuable. So that's the kind of right orbit inserts and the left orbit inserts that we talked about. And we talked about this number. Any questions on that, Kale or Ray even?
Nope.
All right. Do you guys hate this segment? How are we doing? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
I try new things. Okay. All right. It's time for me now to talk about this ridiculous number. So I'm going to unpause it here for a moment to show you that that number is always changing, and it looks like something's wrong with the game. That's what I found. So it's just, by the way, here's Dustin very well. Shout out to Dustin Goldbart, successfully using he's going to use it multiple times, the Shield of the Gods. So let's watch his ball anyway. While he does, look at that number in the middle changing. It makes you think something's wrong.
What is it doing?
What is it doing, right? And look at that amazing center post saves he did. So I know he showed a ball where he ended up draining. Great score, by the way, of like 800,000, but he ended up losing. But such great saves on the center. Is it time to explain that? I think it is.
Well, there's some text above and below it, but that doesn't help clarify it.
No, and I have, so here's the
Enhance.
clarification. Yeah, I'm going to try to zoom in and enhance. So look what it says here, Ray. Like numbers, award extra ball. All right, now I'll explain this. All right, so one of the digits is constantly going down. The other digit is constantly going up. That's the background of why those digits are moving. The left digit corresponds to these left stand-ups. And when you hit all 3 stand-ups, all 3 are lit, it will stop that number on the left. When you hit all the right drops, it'll stop the number on the right. So if you want an extra ball, hit the stand-ups whenever. Just hit all the stand-ups and it'll lock in a number on the left. Then hit like 3 out of 4 drops on the right. And then you wait for the number on the right to turn into the exact number on the left, and that's when you hit the 4th drop on the right, and that'll award you your extra ball.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy, right?
Instantly. It doesn't like the extra ball. It just gives it.
It just gives it. Instantly gives you the extra ball. And extra balls are on. Here, by the way,
That's
extra.
cool.
It even says it over here. Extra ball numbers when lit. It's trying to say that's that little sign over there. So I think I've successfully explained it, even though it's incredibly complicated.
Wait, so that sign corresponds to the drops and the targets, though. It looks like it corresponds to the orbit.
Correct. It doesn't. See, it says, yeah, extra ball numbers when lit is of these drops. And this extra ball numbers when lit are these stand-ups.
Wow.
And it has nothing to do with the orbits. As soon as you hit the 3rd stand-up here in any order, it locks in the left number, and as soon as you hit the 4th drop in any order, it locks in the right number.
You get more points if you get 99 versus 1d1.
Literally no change.
Oh, okay.
Nothing at all that's different. All right. Any questions on extra ball?
No.
That's why, I guess.
All right. Just why, right? All right, I promise I'm only going to do this for one game this time, but we have to sometimes do this kind of crazy deep dive. Are we ready for the left box, which is, in my opinion, needless? But one of the things I've said on the show before, Kale, if you remember, is like, I wish they would make more games with number counters in the playfield to let you know things,
Right.
like TNA has and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then this makes me think maybe it's not a good idea if you went this far. Like I don't necessarily think this is a great thing they did, here, especially because these numbers are just ridiculous, constantly moving numbers. It's all nonsense, right? All right. So now extended play is what this number tells you is if you were to get an extra bonus ball, not an extra ball, but an extra bonus ball. That is to say, a ball that's awarded to you after your ball 3 ends. If you've awarded it, you get to play it immediately, even in a 4-player game. And it'll give you an infinite amount of ball time, and the seconds of that infinite amount of ball save time, I should say, is here. So this number doesn't even matter unless you get to the bonus ball, and most people don't get to the bonus ball because it's really, really, really hard to get to the bonus ball. But can I tell you guys how to get to the bonus ball? They were asking this in the commentary. Are you guys
Yeah.
I'd
ready for
love
it?
to know.
All right. Essentially, it is play the game the way you normally play it, Ray, which is get all the drops down. That's the short answer. Get the drops down as much as you can, but let's take it. Let's see if I can zoom in again. Sorry, they zoom in and enhance here. All right. So what I want you to notice is not the playfield, but the backboard. Do you see the backboard here has all these red lights?
Yeah, I thought that was just a timer.
No, actually. Those are the steps to reach Mount Olympus, where
Oh,
you become one of the gods.
okay.
And if you, there's lore in here, right? If you get all the steps, is the short answer. If you max out all the steps, there's 21 steps. Meaning there's 21 red lights on the backboard. Then, and you collect your saucer value, and I'll be more specific in a moment. Then you will get an extra life as a god, and that is your bonus ball. That's the lore of it. Maybe it's like you make it to Elysium or whatever it is. And so now that's the general gist. Every time you get rather 7 drops down, it awards you one single step along the way. along the way, okay? But a little bit more complicated than that. If you notice in front of the drops, it says 1, 2, 3 there. Do you see that? Let's see
Yeah.
if I could draw. Yeah, this one, I'll start to draw it here. 1, 2, 3. That number indicates how many steps you will get when you get down all the drops.
Oh.
So, then, so in other words, when this player gets down all the drops, they will be awarded 2 red lights on the backboard. This one and this one. So far, so good.
Uh-huh.
When you make it, I know this is crazy, Ray. I know this is crazy, but I'm saying it right. When you make it to this step, what this step is right here, so you get enough drop targets to make it to that step, then you increase the value of your saucer. So people are wondering, how do you make the saucer worth more than 50,000 points? That's how. Every
Oh.
time you make it to a new step, a new goal that they give you, the saucer becomes worth another 50,000. So it becomes from 50,000 to 100,000 to 150,000. And every time you reach the step, Elysium becomes harder, and it'll give you a step over here, and a step over here, and a step over there. And when you get enough steps, so get enough drops that give you enough steps, in this case 2, and you do that until you reach this one, which advances your saucer value from here to then here, and then you do it again to get to 150,000, and then you collect at 150,000, that's when you get a bonus ball.
There's a little arrow for it, it looks like. An orange arrow.
Yeah, let's see it. There it is.
Qualifies last ball, extended play when lit.
And it is lit when you've elevated the Olympus value in the saucer here to 150K, which you do if you just have to I said it exactly right, but if you didn't memorize what I said, hit the drops forever. And if you
But
hit
you
the
want to
drops
try
forever,
to keep your 1, 2s, and 3s in the 2s and 3s ballpark. I'm guessing you don't want to hit the red target to take it down a level to level 1. Is that
yeah,
what
so
that does?
here's where it gets a little even crazier. So I said everything right, but if you notice there's a red stand-up there. The red stand-up penalizes you, and it lowers your step back down, like Sisyphus pushing the boulder and pushed back down and have to start down again. So not only do you want to hit the drops, but you do want to avoid the red stand-up because otherwise you lose steps along your progress. So that is
Do the
how
green targets get it back up?
the green targets, what they do, if you were to get both green targets like that, so both green targets would double the steps that whatever's listed. So you can actually get like up to 6 steps.
Oh,
So if you got all the drop targets down, but before you finish the last drop, because it wards you once you finish the last drop. Before you hit the last drop, you get both green stand-ups. That would double whatever the circled insert is for your number of
so that's why
steps.
every once in a while you'll just randomly see your saucer go to straight to 100, even if you did something crazy, right? If you're right before the threshold and then you got
Yep.
a double 3, you could cross 2 thresholds at once, maybe.
Yeah, you got it. And Ray, it even gets crazier, which is that that there is a setting in the game for how many steps you get by default. Like, what's the default setting? You know, like the default setting is 3 steps when you first walk up. It's at 3 steps, and the more drops you get over the course of the game, the fewer steps you get over time. So I actually have the number for you here. I'm going to paste this. So for the first, well, I'll just say it. Um, the way they had it set up, it looked like they had it set up on hard mode, like extra hard mode, where the number went down to like 1 really quickly, 1 step, in other words, no matter what you did.
Oh,
Like, so there's like a settings in the game of how many steps you can expect to be awarded over the course, like the first through fifth times you hit the drops, then the sixth through 10th time you hit the drop targets, 11th through 15th, then 16th onwards, and there are all these like really nasty settings, and they made it particularly hard
and there's
to
no way to
reach.
raise the value once.
No, actually, it's just a default setting that's based on what number of drop target set are you at, and what did they make the setting for that drop target set.
Wow.
All right, I have done it. I think I've got nothing left. I
So
think that
so
is all
if it's on
inserts.
a normal if it's on a normal sort of progression, your first set you actually are really incentivized to hit those green targets because you can double the 3, but then later sets you kind of start ignoring them because you would just be doubling ones.
You said it precisely correct, and it saves your progress, I should say, from ball to ball. So
Mm.
your steps progress and if let's say you were at 100K value for that Olympus saucer on the top, it would save it even on your next ball, for example. So you don't have to do it every time anew, but
Now,
over the
okay,
course
how
of
do
three
you
balls, you
like
can get there.
the saucer to collect versus just having the value lit?
Oh, every time you, it's both. What you just said is the same, meaning when you get all the drops down, your saucer is lit, and it's lit for the value indicated here, 50,000, 100,000, 150, 200,000 special. It's only when it's at 150,000 that you get the bonus ball. Did that answer your question?
Oh, well, okay, so I guess if you're at 100 and the light's lit at 100, but the arrow's not on, you could complete the drops and only move up one level, not reach another threshold, so you don't increase your 100, but then it would light to collect the 100.
You got it right.
Okay, so they're kind of separate, but kind of the same. They're like working in tandem of completing the drops always lights the arrow. Advancing past the threshold increases the value. Got it.
Oh yeah, no, and I already messed something up. Sorry, I wanted to go to. I'm gonna go to. um, Thank you for your patience. All right, so we already showed Dustin. I'm going to skip past his ball, and let's go to Timber's ball. Um, so here's Timber's ball, and he crushes it. So here he shows off a lot of what he said. If I want to point out, his value is already at 100,000, not 50,000. So it's already at 100,000 because of earlier work he's done to elevate it by hitting a bunch of drops. Also look at the skill shot here. You want to time it, and it
Does that
matches.
150 ever go down? I feel like I've seen it go down, and I don't know why or how.
I don't believe it should ever go down.
Okay.
That's my claim.
Well, I
All
don't
right,
have
so
any way to counter the claim, so.
all right, so he has one center post, which he uses. You couldn't see it, but now he's at 0 center post right there.
Well, I like how it's blinking to like danger, danger.
Exactly. At some point, I believe he's going to hit a right orbit, and you're going to see that number go to 1.
So that lit the saucer. Nice.
And look at his steps go up on the top.
And you're right, it's only worth 1.
Yeah, it's
Holy
not.
crap.
Yeah. So when he gets those last 2 drops, he'll only go up 1 step
So in order to get the
along.
bonus ball, he has to do all those drops like 3 times.
You got it. All right, now he's at 1 shield save because he went up the right orbit just there. And his steps are going up.
You
Gets the
actually really
100K.
want to collect that arrow before you complete the drops again. I just realized. Yeah.
I think that's exactly right, too.
Yeah.
I love these flippers, too. This is like stock, how the game was made. They're
Mhm.
red, but when you flip them, they turn off.
Huh.
There's a lot of weird things about this game, in other words. Zipper flippers on top. Every time you hit a drop for those watching, it closes the zipper flippers. So as soon as you hit, and it's a timed thing. And that's a setting in the game too. All right, his steps are going up.
Wait,
Yeah.
it
So
looks
if
like he lost progress on his steps. I feel
oh
like
yeah,
he.
he hit a red stand up. I should
Wait,
have maybe shown that.
that doesn't take away your steps, does it?
Oh, it does.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought it just lowers the 3 to a 2 to a 1.
No, sorry. No, it doesn't actually affect that at all. That it doesn't
Oh,
affect.
wow. It takes away a whole step. Your whole earned completion just
A
goes
hold
away?
completion, a hold draw. Yeah, that is right. It is a nasty game. It is.
Oh,
It
wow.
is really hard to achieve an extra ball, the bonus
So I
ball.
wonder if you do that too many times, maybe that's what lowers the value of the sauce. Or like if you empty your whole life bar.
I don't believe that it could actually. That's a good question. Like, what if you lowered it past below zero? You mean?
Yeah.
That's actually never seen, so I don't know. I admit that. All right,
What does the
so
A and B do, Serge? Let's keep going with these inserts.
all right. If I remember, the A and B will
Oh,
add
that's
to
what you're
your.
saying about the green doubles it, right?
Well, yeah, no. So the green stand up lights the A. The left green stand up lights the A. The right green stand up lights the B, and then the A. So if you get A and B, it awards you double the lit number of green steps. So he would get 2 steps if he were to hit the right green stand up right now. He would get it. It would award him 2 extra steps. In other words,
But
I
he
think I said
can't because there's a drop target in the
correct, and he
way.
can't because there's a drop target in the way.
Huh.
And then the A and B itself, like the actual A and B lights, if you were to keep on hitting that light when it's lit, in other words, I actually think it adds time to your zipper flippers.
Oh. Does it show your time anywhere?
No. Default is
Okay.
10 seconds. There's a setting in the game that changes it. All right. And I think you guys get the idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And that was my deep dive on Medusa. Was that necessary? I'm not sure.
Oh,
But
you know what? For archival purposes, I think it was. I was just looking up the designer of this is Wally Welch. Are you familiar with him?
no, actually.
He
He's a
did.
madman, though.
So he did this game, which might be one of his most popular ones. But he also worked on Mystery Castle, the Alvin G game. That's so cool.
Right, and I want to point out that's true. I want to point out the inserts here that are lit here. Like we said, red stand up here, subtract when lit. So don't hit the red stand up, or it takes away one of your red steps on the backboard,
Wow.
of the game. And then A and B, as I said, will double the steps that you would be awarded if you hit the drops. But it also once you hit the A stand up, it lights the A, and once you hit the B stand up, it lights the B. And then if you were to repeatedly hit those, that's why it says here, I don't know how well you can see that, advance extended time there. So that's what that does. Yeah, that was
Oh well,
Ray,
that advances your bonus ball time, I would
bonus
think.
ball. I said it, yeah, I
Yeah.
did say it wrong. You're right. It's not the zipper flipper. It is advances your extended time. That is correct. And I almost got away with it, Ray. But there it is. Any last questions on this very ridiculous game?
Oh
Nope.
wow, I learned a lot, and I think a lot of people should watch this and learn how to play Medusa because that's crazy.
Well, thanks, Ray. I appreciate that. Maybe we'll do that as part of. I'm thinking how to what to do with these coverage of like INDISC or major streams. We'll pick one game and we'll do an all inserts deep dive into it. That's what I might maybe do unless people say it's too crazy. All right, so now we're still watching the highlights. You guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're in the semifinals here. This isn't a full clip I'm going to show. I'm just going to show his great left out lane save. Arvid's like known for his shimmy saves, but this is a great one.
Woo!
Yes.
Love
I
that.
might have still had ball save going too, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to show it one more time. I'm always curious what side of the game they're on. So he went to the left side to save it from the left. And the reason I'm wondering that is we'll show some Arvid shimmies later who's like, would you buy it, Ray, that he's the best in the business at it?
I mean, Arvid or
Yeah,
Dante?
Arvid.
Yeah, Arvid for sure.
So I noticed that he goes to the opposite side of the lane, the out lane. So if it's like going on the right out lane, he goes to the left. And I'm just like, I'll see how it goes, and if that's on purpose or whatever. But anyway, that's a great save from Dante here. Let's go to ZMac and his ball here. A great ball of Elvis. So he's going to only prioritize gifts from Elvis. And what that means is hit all the drops. But drops are dangerous, so he's going to get into this multi-ball, the Heartbreak Hotel. And in multi-ball, he's going to focus on the drops. That's his main focus, to light the right orbit for gifts from Elvis. And just to talk through it again, the first gift is a video mode. The second gift is something called Gold Record we can talk about. The third one is the money one, which is King of Rock and Roll. All right, so he's in multi-ball. It's all drops now. You could see Elvis, what's lit, what still needs to be hit. All right, that's one gift from Elvis. And you could only collect it when you're out of multi-ball, but you could stack it. So you could keep on hitting the drops and light multiple gifts from Elvis. I think it's like a nod to Lord of the Rings and gift from the elves. I don't know what you think, but there it is.
Well, he used to give people Cadillacs and stuff.
That's a good point, actually.
Oh,
maybe
that's cool.
maybe Lord of the Rings is a nod to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love how single-minded he is about it, you know? There are jackpots in this. You could get it back on the upper playfield, try to make back into the Heartbreak Hotel and all that.
Yeah, and they do. And the jackpots aren't worth that much, but they do give you eventually like the gold records, which are good points. And I think one of the gifts is like, don't you get paid out all your gold records?
Yeah. So the second gift, and you're going to see him go through these gifts to show off the gifts strategy, is the second gift is a multiplier of all your gold records that you've collected. So it's like 2 to 3 times your right.
And I think in Heartbreak Hotel, every time you get a jackpot, you get a gold record. So there is some value in going for it, but I mean, getting your gift slid is definitely priority one. You also seem to get some points just for hitting the drop targets, it looks like.
Yeah, I think you get 1 million for completion. All right, so now he's out in single ball play, and now it's time to do the thing. First gift is a video mode, and it actually works like high speed, or getaway rather, where you can shift gears to make it more valuable, and a lot of people don't know that, and they just play the video mode, and I think Dante later just plays level 1 of the video mode, but level 3 is worth more, so he's going to press the flipper button to move it, the right flipper button, if you notice, level 3 now.
Ah.
And that makes the beats go faster.
But you get more points, right?
But you get a lot more points. You get up to 10 million on level 3, I believe.
Wow, look at him. Perfect combo. Oh, almost.
It's tough. It doesn't even award it to you half the time, I feel like.
Yeah.
And
I found going by the music gets me better scores than looking at the thing.
Right. All right, 9 million for that. All right, now he still has his right orbit lit for the next gift from Elvis, which is the gold records that you were talking about, Ray. And this is a multiplier of all the gold records he's collected. It's worth a little bit, a few million. So there's your, he got 6,
wow,
7
so he
million
went he got 7 or 8 million from that.
Correct. And you could see,
So it wasn't a running total, it was each. And because he had TCB going, it actually doubled that. That's crazy. I didn't realize the TCB worked on that record collect. So he got,
I do think it
7
works on
million for
everything.
that.
I might even work on the video mode. I'm not sure. Maybe not.
Well, yeah, it must have actually. That's why his video mode was so good.
Right. Here's the third one, the King of Rock and Roll. And this is the high value one from hitting the center stand-ups that spell King. And you're going to see Elvis shaking his hips.
Double scoring still running.
Yeah, I don't think he goes crazy on these stand-ups, unfortunately. But it's still a good ball to show off all the
I
gifts
found
and
I was
strategies.
missing the stand-ups on this one for some reason. I couldn't. They're so big, but yeah, he missed them and then it timed out.
Right. Now here's extra ball. That's worth 10 million on competition.
I don't think that gets doubled though.
No, and he doesn't award it to you right away. It lights it on the right orbit, so he has to hit the right orbit again for 10 million. I'm not sure if it gets doubled actually to your.
Let's see. He's got 22 million. TCB is still flashing. 23 million comes out.
I love that you pay attention to that. I don't always catch those details.
Oh, it did double it.
It did double
Holy
it.
shite. Wow. Even though it doesn't say it, it totally doubled it.
It totally doubles it. And then the final award, for what it's worth, is an encore letter. And there's it's hard to see on this layout, this camera, but there's encore on the backboard. And if you spell encore completely, you get to a mini wizard mode. It's like 25 seconds of unlimited ball save, hit a bunch of shots, and then I think the flippers die actually. So it's not that great of a mode, I think.
No, but it was worth $100 if you could get to the bounty.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's
All
also
right.
really hard to do because normally those encore letters carry between games, but so there's the only way to get the letters is from the gift of Elvis gives you one, and I think the right ramp will give you one after like enough shots. So you can only you basically have to loop through all the gifts like 4 times in order to get that mode.
It's crazy. It's so hard. And as I remember, like that mode is not even necessary for the actual wizard mode of the game. It's just like the other thing you can do in the game that's done
Right.
for depth reasons. You know that those are the two. You could get to Graceland, and right. So I think like I could show everything, but I don't know if I should show it. He plays
No, I think we
a lot.
covered the
You
bases
get the
there
idea.
in that very efficient couple minutes.
Yes.
Did every bounty pay out the same amount? $100?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Now I'll probably won't show this all of it because we already covered it, and I'm fine to say that. But as he keeps going, here's his ball 3, and just to again, he has his gift slit on the right orbit, and this next one, gold record, he goes through it a whole bunch of times. He's already spelled the gifts multiple times, which is why he has this insert lit, his gifts from Elvis completed. You only need to do it one time, but he's done it like multiple times going through. And again, I think this is the one where he capitalizes huge on the king one. So maybe I'll just show that just because I could show off like how valuable it actually is. Needs to get into the saucer on the back to start it. And then I'll move on to the next clips. But he crushes this game, like over 100 million kind of crush.
That's a big score.
Yeah. This is not a high scoring game. I mean, especially the way it's set up. All right, here we go. All right, King of Rock and Roll has to hit the king stand-ups where Elvis is shaking his hips. Good. Love that on the left flipper, so you could really nail it.
Nice.
Maybe I was wrong about how much he plays it for it, but I thought it was a lot on this one. There it is.
There you go. And it
There it
resets.
is.
And that time he got 2 targets with 1 shot, so it actually added them together and showed
Yeah.
11 million.
So I think he got about 30 million on that. So anyway, highly valuable, that one singular mode. You have to
Yeah,
execute
it's so
on it.
interesting. The double scoring only sometimes shows you the doubled value. Like when it was collecting gold records, it showed the double value, but when it was collecting king, it totally didn't show the double value, but it was giving it. And then the extra ball didn't show the double value. So it's kind of arbitrary whether it shows you the doubled value or pre-doubled value.
100%. All right, we move on to Robo War. We're in the semifinals here as a reminder. It's Escher versus Z-Mac and Josh Isles from the UK and Dante. And look at this great outlane save.
Wow.
Because, Robo War messes up the in lanes and out lanes. And you're supposed to drain out of that, And the other players have a tough time with this game, especially because the right flipper is not strong, so you're not getting multi-ball so often. Okay. Should we? I don't know. Well, we have time. Do we have time? He just plays a monster ball of this. That's
we
worth
don't
showing.
need to watch more Robo War. I mean, it's pretty.
You get the idea.
Just shoot the ramp to start multi-ball and then hit the drop targets. That's kind of all there is to it.
Yeah, and the multi-ball starts with 2 shots to the left ramp. The first time to go up the ramp, the second time to release the ball, which he just did. You could also go through that right out lane if you do go through the right, or in lane, I should say, and the far right one, and that lights the spinner for good value as well. But anyway, just to flash forward, you can see the light alternates there, but when it's lit, that light right here will give you the spinner lit over there.
Well, that light is something else. That's the advanced X light. It always gives you the spinner when you get down the right in lane.
It always gives you the spinner. This is what
yeah, but you can't really hit the right in lane, so it's not really relevant other than when it goes down there, take a shot at it.
Nothing you could do on purpose. Have you ever played one where they remove this gate, Ray?
Yeah. Oh, that's terrifying.
I wonder in that scenario, can you alley pass to get
no,
to light it?
I don't think you could.
Okay. All right, we'll move on from this. But just to show like how much he blows it up, we're at like in the millions. He doesn't stop. It keeps going. You know, he just totally destroys it.
Wow.
That way, like I said, it really keeps going. But awesome work there. All right, let's go to the next clip. All right, so this is just a quick clip of pinball injury. Dante stepping up to night moves.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ow.
Now he sits it off. So, he still plays. But I thought that would be a good clip too to show. Shout out to Dante. Plays through it like the tough competitor he is. All right, we're gonna go away from that and instead go to a great ball he then plays. This is ball 2, stepping up. Now we talked about night moves already and how it's a modified ROM, and if you hit the stand-up or the in-lanes, it has a 3-switch validation before you turn off the far left orbit. He's trying to short plunge because if you short plunge, that's what releases the multi-ball as long as that release is lit, which is like alternates by switch hits. All right, so there he is. He's in multi-ball. No jackpots in multi-ball, no 2x or anything. You're just going to keep 2 balls alive, that's all. He's in last place right now with a score of like 30K.
Ooh.
Great ski pass. Gets his lights his extra ball. His extra ball is lit on the outlanes, if you notice. It moves with the flippers. So there's like 4 extra ball lights. It's on the far right now. So if he were to roll over that, it would be 500K. But he has double his entire score lit. Or it was lit. Great save there at the end. So every time he moves his flippers, you can see the extra ball moving. So I'm just pointing that out. If you like the extra ball, 500K, make sure if you happen to go down an in lane, move the flippers to spot that extra ball. This is just win an extra ball, which I think awards it to you right away, this award. So there's a light extra ball award and a win extra ball award. Win extra ball is an instant 500K. So that's why he just got 500K there. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Keep on watching Dante's Amazing Ball? Or next
No,
clip?
we're almost at 2 hours. Let's get going.
Oh, is this 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you're right. All right, I suck. Sorry, guys. All right. All right, we're going to keep going to this next one. And I'll move it along faster now. All right, so this is the monster game of King Kong that we were talking about before. Daniele's at 50 million points. This is ball 3 for the last game of the semifinals. He's at 3.6530. He will need to win this game, in other words.
Oh wow! I didn't realize that this is how Daniele made it to the finals.
Yeah, this is how he did it. He's at 50 million points. And, Daniele, one of the best players in the world. But I think it's fair to say, what an amazing save, by the way.
Wow.
He's early to dangers. Very
He randomly
early.
got a ball save from something. Oh, he started the multi-ball with that shove.
Yeah, that was a controversy, too. There was, he had 2 locks on the multi-ball, and he shook it so hard that it triggered the 3rd lock. He immediately made the ramp anyway, though. So I can't blame him too much.
So does he just, in true Daniele fashion, just play this one multi-ball naked forever? That's like what he's known for. He'll come out of Sparky multi-ball with 80 million or Area 51 with 150 million. Like he's crazy.
Yeah, and we have that clip there later too, of course. Yeah, you got 2 super jackpots in this multi-ball, which are really it's not easy to get the super jackpot because you have to figure out stage flipping or some other way to to get it to the upper right. There it is.
Whoa,
There's
look
a
at
super
that.
jackpot right there. 54 million for that.
What?
And that gets him about like halfway there, as I recall. But the real way he gets it is island lock, multi-ball, and he doesn't do the ZMAC thing. No shade to Daniele, but I don't know if he knows the rules as complex as, let's say, ZMAC does, But here's his island lock right there. So when he gets in the multi-ball next, he will be in 2 balls, And you'll similarly see him have the island jackpot lit, but he never gets it nor really goes for it. 287 right now.
It's definitely out of the way if you don't know about it.
Yeah, it's not obvious. It is the the largest, possibly largest number of points in the game on a single shot, but it's hard to know. Just no reckless abandon going for that drop, that gong. I mean, on it's a premium, you know, so there's that gong is in your way. Boom. There's the gong. All right, so this is where it's at. Now it's going to be a 2-ball multi-ball because he got the island lock, and he got the island lock by climbing enough feet. Pterodactyl attack. Again, this is the one where you hit the lit drop target and then the concave on the right. So concave lit for 3x if he hits the stand-up, 2x if he doesn't. Stand-up, so that's 3x award. It doesn't even show it. Add a ball for the mystery. And it's a huge long ball save on this one. As a reminder, this has a much longer ball save than the King Kong multi-ball or the Spider Pit multi-balls. And as you said, Ray, you can't change that. He needs one more concave shot to finish the mode. And notice his billboard is lit. That island jackpot that we talked about is lit. Gets the concave. 35 million.
Oh,
And
now
so-
he actually was going for the island jackpot. He missed it though. He used the button though, so he knows about it. He missed it, and once you beat the mode, you actually cannot get. Oh wait, I guess you can still get it. Looks like
So-
it's still lit.
Well, now he's an island victory.
Right. Yeah, he
Um,
really wants it. He's been using the button, but it's just he
He
out
does-
of button.
He's out of buttons, right? There was a debate about what actually gives you more buttons. My claim, according to Tilt forums, is it is the Spider Pit that does it.
Correct. Yep.
And I think some people were saying it's the gong shot. Some people were saying it's the drops. I think it might have used to been the drops even.
Yeah, no, it's the spider pit. And what's interesting is on default settings, I don't think there is any limit to the number of buttons. So this is only a special competition install setting.
Look, he's still
Yeah.
trying to press that action button, hoping it's going to happen, but realizing it's not at this point. And then the flippers die, so he thinks something went wrong. So that's the Island Lock Victory Challenge, let's say. Or maybe he knows, I don't know.
He looked a
and
little confused there, I
a
think. I
little
don't,
bit confused.
yeah.
I don't want to be rude, Ray. I'm a big fan. And
Ah.
that's it. And that is a crushing ball that brings him into the finals. Just an awesome game. But actually, not quite brings him into the finals. It sets him up for a 7-7-7 tiebreaker where two people will advance between Vigo, Daniele, and Arvid,
Wow.
which is a lot of fun. So let's go to that next. So Daniele walks away with a mega victory there, over 500 million, playing out of
This
his
is
mind.
where I started tuning in. I was on the plane home, and I happened to pull it up, and I saw the Foo Fighters, and I was glued for the next like hour because there's the three-way tiebreaker, and then immediately gets picked again for the next round, and they show another full game of it.
Yeah, they streamed it 2 times in a row. Such a great game, Ray. I'm not just saying that I owned the LE when it came out. I like Foo Fighters too, and not just the game, but the band too. This one was set up, I think, pretty like the way it should be set up. It's like it's hard physically, but they didn't do much to the software.
Right. Yeah, I like that. The only thing they did really was remove the left out lane save at the beginning, but other than that, they even left the Overlord on easy, where you can spot progress by going inside of it instead of the targets. I thought that was interesting.
Ooh, such a good point. I saw one slight change, which is if you failed your mode, van progress did not continue.
That's right. Yeah, that is an interesting change, and that's actually not a bad idea for people that do want to tweak something that is reasonable. I think that's a totally reasonable thing to tweak. Ooh, look
Gets
at
his
that!
overdrive.
Sling
Sling
Town
Love.
helped him.
Yeah. So he's in New Orleans, and here all the shots are lit, but as soon as you hit one, you have to hit that one again. All right, so he's going to go on. Let's see, what else can I say about it? So he's in this. Now he's in New Orleans. He has his button lit, I'll point out, but he doesn't use it. Hits the right ramp, which is a tough one. Oh, no, sorry. His New Orleans shot is on the far right orbit, which is a
That's
tough
even
one to
worse.
have.
Yeah, I'd button that.
Yeah, exactly. And he doesn't here. Not a big action button guy, Daniele. You know what I mean? But it's there. Like right now, he could hit it right now, but he doesn't. But anyway, this is not necessarily his monster ball. Actually, I just wanted to show as a preface ball before showing his monster ball here. Let's do next tape. Are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, let's just go. I'm going to go 2 ahead just to Daniele and how he ends up doing on this one. All right, so he's walking up ball 3. He's at 295 million points right now. Oh no, he's at 75 million. I
He
apologize.
needs 213 to knock Vigo out in advance.
Thank you. So let's see how he does it. And this is the mad lad of what he does here. Is all right. So he's in a mode. Fine.
I guess he really wanted to finish New Orleans.
Yep.
I don't think that was the best choice, but
And again, he could finish it right now with a single button press. And tell us why it's not the best choice, Ray. I agree, but why is it not? He has a red button, by the way, so he has a few action button.
well, I thought he had multi-ball lit. I thought he was gonna stack multi-ball with the mode. Well, I don't know what that shot was. Yeah,
He is.
he's not interested in the mode whatsoever. That's funny.
One danger.
Yeah, he should have picked a new mode because then he could stack it with Area 51 instead of leave this one just sort of hanging for no reason.
Uses up the right outlane ball save. Has one
This
shot
is
left for Area
crazy.
51. Has already used up a danger. Has used his outlane save on the right. Has the mode ready to finish. He doesn't care.
Could not be bothered.
Could not be bothered.
He's on a mission.
He is on a mission. Wants that right ramp so bad. Needs one more right ramp. On the Pro, you need 5 right ramps to start Area 51, whereas on the Premium, there's an upper playfield that makes it a lot easier. In
Or
some
harder,
ways.
depending on
Or
the
harder, exactly.
copy, yeah.
Exactly. In some ways, depends, right? Still needs that right ramp.
Wow, he's spent his entire mode time missing the right ramp.
Now
Oh,
uses
he's
up the
used
left
both
outlane.
outlane saves. Holy
Right.
moly.
He's used his outlane saves. He's used his danger. He's got... The mode is about to time out. He's got no mode running. Still doesn't get the Area 51. No danger save there. And now he's in it. So let's see. He needs still like 150 million points or so.
Well, he should have started a new mode because then there's more shots to hit, right?
Right.
New Orleans only had a limited 2 shots to make before it ended. So if he started a new mode, he'd have 10 shots or whatever that he could make.
Right, that's just
during
not the way he
multi-ball.
does things.
Yeah, no, look at 4.5 million. So there's actually, if you want to get points in Area 51, you can do
Yeah.
it. The right
How?
ramp actually increases all the jackpots by a substantial amount. So if you focus on that right ramp early, now you're getting paid. Look at that, 4.5 million for jackpots, and that's well, I guess 2.25 plus all the playfield shot X action. Gets the super just out of nowhere. He's going so fast, I can't even keep up. Hits more buttons, gets more right ramps to build the jackpot even more. His jackpot's now 3.75 base. He's got 10 million waiting as an extra ball if he wants it. That'll also light Bot Frenzy, but he doesn't need it. He's walking away. There it is.
Unbelievable, right? All right, so Daniele advances to the finals along with Arvid. And are we ready to finish up and wrap up our video with some finals?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
We got
I
to the
also
bottom
have
of the page. We scrolled to the bottom.
Exactly. All right, here's a very thick... I'll start again. I want to show what Dante does here. It's worth nothing, but it's really cool. He makes 5 side loops in a row. Look at his reflexes here. 5 side loops in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jesus.
Wow.
Now, in case that's worth like nothing, right? Right, basically.
That's because of the gum.
I mean,
That's
it
the
gave
gum.
him like 10 million pretty quick, but
Right. Those extra ones didn't matter though. You know what I mean?
well, it was counting up, but just not very much. It was like 100 times 2, 125 times 3, 150 times
Oh,
4.
interesting.
So not very much, but um,
All right. Let's say you thought that was just a fluke. Like, all right, that's pretty cool, but whatever. He does it again,
wow.
just to show you. This is a completely other video.
1, 2, 3.
I counted
He's already
four.
at 9 total loops this
Wait,
game.
look at this.
Crazy.
Look, it's 4, Ray. Look at this. Well, here's 1, 2, 3, 4 on that.
Wow.
Jeez, he could play No Fear for days.
That's so true. Yeah, it's got to be the gum. Can we agree with that? It's got to
That's
be the
crazy.
gum. All right, so I just thought that was a cool thing to show.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do nothing. It gives you a band
Yeah,
member
tell us.
combo, which increases your other band member combos. So, it's some ancillary points. But dang, that's crazy.
Right. And then next video I want to show not a whole ball, just a moment for a TD discussion here. How would you rule this in a moment if he were to have played this ball? He chooses not to, and I'll show you what I mean. It's going to come pretty quick after this. All right, so it gets the ball back, and now let's look.
Oh, interesting.
Now, what's your ruling? Left cough and left cough.
Oh, I hate these rulings.
associates.
Kale gave me one of these the other month, and I didn't want to
Oh, I'm
handle
going to
it.
show that video too, Ray. Kale and Ray, what do you say? I'll be quiet. I'm curious. What you guys
I
think.
love that he just didn't go for it just so that there's no drama. Like, that was mad respect to him. But I don't think, in my mind, it didn't look like a death save. He was clearly shaking it side to side rather than up and down, and like, he stopped pretty much as the ball went below the outline. Yeah, see,
That's what I was going. He took his hands off the machine. It looks like the shaking he did before it got, below the flippers is what moved it up. He was obviously just trying to save it out of the out lane. I would have said, yeah, just play on. It's a good call.
Yeah, it's tough because he was technically still on the game when the ball was on the apron, but it's unclear if it was if he was aware that could cause it to. Yeah, can we frame by frame?
All right, wait. Let me do frame by frame.
Enhance.
I'm going to zoom in and enhance, and I'm going to go. We're going to go to. I'm going to wait till. Hold on. I'm going to wait till he drains this one, and then. All right, let's go to. We're going slow now.
All right.
All right, it's going to go a little slower. Probably take a little bit of time to get there, but not that much. Okay, here we go. Right sling, left sling.
Sling.
He knows it right away.
Okay, his hand was
Ooh.
off as the ball. To me, it looked like his hand was off before the ball hit the apron.
Okay, chat, what do you say? And then, of course, I want to show. So you're both ruling that that's play on.
And then the way I'm seeing it, yeah.
I think so, but I respect just not wanting the drama and not having it attached to you as a cheater. It's like just
Yeah.
But I also would have respected playing on too. I probably would have trapped up and then called, like, raise my hand and been like, do I get to play this? But then you're kind of like, you get a DQ, right? Or you don't just get lost the ball. Like, if they call that a death save, you get a 0 on the game. So he is trying to just avoid the 0, I think.
All right, let's see what we think about this one.
That one, it happened so fast,
It happened really fast.
but it looked a little more. Yeah, see, he's tattling on himself.
And anything else you want to say about it, Cal?
Many people have reviewed that one. I think the consensus is that was a death save. And the TD that made the call was just, he called it a play on because they thought that the tilts were set too tight to actually pull off a death save. And that's what I have to give it to Keegan to pull off a death save. I played that game. Everybody was tilting on that game. This was at the Arizona State Championships.
Which you won, Rayday.
He was it was impressive that Keegan pulled that off. Yep.
Starfighters was at the state champ location, right? Same place.
Same place. Yep.
Yeah, in the state champs, it switches between Starfighters and Electric Bat, right?
Yeah. So this year it'll be an Electric Bat. Maybe you can play in it, Ray.
Ooh.
I'll be commentating. All right, so here we have ball 3, and this is the mega ball. This is really the ball to watch here. He does the OP thing, which is Bot Frenzy plus Austin. If you notice, he's had 2 modes completed right now already. He's done New Orleans and Los Angeles.
Wow.
Amazing, right? Great save.
Yeah.
Again, this is ball 3. He's in 3rd place right now at 132 million.
Is it just me, or did it seem like this year the tilts were slightly more forgiving?
Yeah, I would say. I think so. They were pretty reasonable. I didn't have any issues on
Yeah.
tilt being too tight on any game, which I
Yeah,
thought was fantastic.
Very playable, yep.
He's again all about that right ramp. He could start a mode, not even thinking about it. He just wants the Area 51 again and the right ramp. Gets several half ramps. I love how single-minded he is. Happens to get the mode lit on that kind of just shot from the right flipper. What doesn't seem like he was going for it. But now it's lit, and he's going to pass it to the left ramp anyway. Okay. All right, he's going to Roswell. Green shots chase the red shots, chase the orange, is that right? Gabe's at the double bird after he makes it, by the way. So Ray, this one is like 2 shots lit, right? Green and red. It's sort of like the Jurassic Park paddock rescue kind of a thing.
Exactly. You want to get to the orange shot before the green one gets to the orange shot.
And so here's his Area 51, which he's going to use to finish off this mode. And then he has the OP Mega Stack.
Ooh.
After this.
Oh,
I mean, this is already big. Obviously, he's already winning right now, you know. But he does so much more than that.
We got 4 balls still in play.
So he's still in Roswell. You could see the mode counter on the display, 45 seconds, 44 seconds. And like how his progress, he hasn't made so much progress to it. It's a hard thing to progress in multiball because it's just 2 shots that are lit, and it's sometimes hard, you know. Right? It's not like
that
New
left
Orleans.
orbit is a little tricky.
Right. You have to recognize that the left orbit is lit right now.
He's all about the Area 51. He sees a blue light on that ramp, and he's like, "Oh, I want it." There we go. There's a mode shot.
Yeah, now nothing else is lit. And he gets his outlane ball save from hitting the radio stand-ups. And now he can just rocket through all these mode shots that are lit. Boom.
Wow, look at that nudge there. That was good.
How's he so good at this, Ray?
Look at that crossover. Works really good on this copy.
Yeah. And finishes it
Oh
off.
my goodness. Oh, he didn't. I don't know what he was aiming at there. It's
likes
like he
the right
doesn't
ramp.
see the Overlord. Like, okay, now he did.
All right, so now you can see Austin and DC are flashing in the center of the playfield above the slings. Are you an Austin guy or a DC guy, Ray? What's your argument?
I like Austin just because You don't have to worry about the drops, I guess.
All right, so notice his left ramp is lit blue, and that's for the bot frenzy. You want to tell us about bot frenzy, Ray? It would be stupid
Oh,
for me
it's
to tell
great
you.
to stack with DC or Austin. Basically, every target you hit increases your spinner value, and the spinner on this one is nutso.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get a lot of points out of this. It also starts with a ball save in seconds equal to how many bots you have. So if you're like in jail, but you have bot frenzy lit, you can use that ball save to kind of like work towards an overlord or something. But this is the best stack is when you can do bot frenzy with a wizard mode, because now every target you're hitting is lighting your spinner. Spinner is just massive points, so you can see
This is
it's blue.
basically best stack in the game, right?
I think so, yeah.
And he started this at about 300 million, it looked like.
Look at that. Oh my god, that spinner. Holy moly.
You could see it on the screen how
Oh!
much it's collecting for.
Yeah.
When does bot frenzy end?
Looks like he got an add a ball from a super. The ball saver ran out, and then he was able to add a ball with the radio because there was no ball saver. So now he got up to 6 balls. So bot frenzy, it has a timer. You can see the timer on the left
He
there.
did use the action button there, by the way. Sorry, you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Timer on the left.
Timer
Oh, okay.
gets time added every time you hit a new bot. So not like the same target, but like a new one. So
Okay.
also the new bots also multiply the spinner. So there's 4 different bots. So it goes 1x, 2x, 4x, 8x. So if you get all 4, it's 8x spinner value, which is nuts. Oh, 30 million. Holy moly.
Nuts.
This game 1 of the final 4, right?
This is game 1 of the final 4.
Yeah.
And
Daniele just making a statement here.
very much. I'll just play it
I
until
mean,
he's out of this.
if he got to pick his dream bank, I think this is it. You know, Foo Fighters and Whitewater, like he loves and excels at these types of games.
Yeah, what is it about these games, would you say?
Just that they're primarily shot focused, and you, as long as you're making shots, your points actually just go up like as fast as you can make the shots. Like, I mean, sure, there's strategies and multipliers and ways to be efficient, but in general, in Foo Fighters, if you're just keeping it moving and hitting stuff, your points just, like you can see, they just start going up and up and up. And Whitewater is in his wheelhouse just because it's a WPC that he's played forever, and so he knows exactly what to do. And when he knows what to do, he's even more dangerous than when he doesn't know what to do. And that's already a high bar. So that's kind of my take on that.
Got it. All right. Well, you probably get the idea. Right? Like he's really good at this, and he just destroys the game. And now he's out of it, but over 800 million, and amazing job to win game 1. Let's go on to Whitewater. First clip I want to show. Sorry,
Yeah, before we do this, I want to hit on back to the death save question from Katz and Brian. If you death save but then trap the ball without hitting a switch and let it drain, do you still get a 0? I would say yes. If you clearly death saved and there's no question, you don't save yourself by trapping and letting it go.
What about in Arvid's case where you don't trap? So you do a death save out of like the memes or frustration, but you don't play it. You do it and then walk away as the ball. Because I've seen people do that, although usually it's on ball 3 when they've already lost. But I feel like either way you should get a 0 whether you trap it or not.
I think so. I mean, it's an illegal move. If it's clear that you did it, that's it. One other question: what determines the base jackpot value for DC?
It's the van mods. So if you've been modding your van a lot, then you'll have higher DC jackpots.
All right. I have 2 Whitewater videos to show. One quick, and then Daniele's ball. So this one is where Arvid gets screwed through no fault of his own. So he does the mega stack, or he has 2 balls locked. Here he is, 5x playfield right now. And all he has, and one more shot to start the multi-ball. All he has to do is catch this ball on the right flipper.
Oh! He like let go of it. He was trying to drop catch it. That's so many points squandered.
That was it. Yeah, if there's one reason that it didn't, because he destroys Comet next in game 3, like that one thing could have won him the game, potentially. Although Daniele really blows it up. Having said that,
True.
And so it's just to me that kick out is like the worst kick out in pinball. I don't know if you buy that, right?
I agree.
Like, it's highly variable.
It's so fast. It's at a weird angle and it changes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's something about it. It's like it is, I believe, the worst kick out in pinball. And so here's Daniele already at 1 billion points. I won't tell you how he got to the 1 billion points, but he did it. He's already played a multi-ball. He crushed it on this multi-ball. But let's just watch this one to show how much he crushes it. He's already at 1 billion points. Keep this in mind here. He starts 5x playfield.
He needs the right orbit to advance raft. I think he's going to go multi-ball, I assume, though.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah. Oh!
That's how it's done.
Oh, my God.
Rattle, rattle in with the stand-ups on the way. And look at this. Look how many jackpots he gets. This is mesmerizing. Not yet. All right, he'll get the 2. He'll get the other one. 140 million, by the way, for that jackpot.
Holy moly.
Five, I believe. He got one more for the road here.
I feel like one of the 3 balls disappeared when I lost it. I don't know where it went.
It was real quick. I do have a very, very specific question here for you, Ray, as a top player. All right, so Whitewater multi-ball starts, and you ideally want to make all 3 shots on the upper playfield right away to triple the base value of the jackpot. Fair so far?
Yep.
My question is, I find that when I try to focus on that 3rd one, that I lose the first one that's coming back to the lower left flipper. Did that question make sense?
The 3rd one is difficult for that very reason. And if you're going to go for the 3rd one, if you're going to go for the 3rd one, you either got to just hold up the left flipper and pray, or send it and pray. It's that's what makes it kind of great.
I can't look 2 places at once. So when you say send it, are you just like flipping without looking and hoping it hits something good?
Kinda, yeah. You just try to send it up at the middle, or I think holding the flipper is better because then you have some more time to waste. And also sometimes you'll hold up the left flipper, and then as you're hitting the upper flipper, your lower flipper ends up sending the bottom ball anyway. But what another interesting tactic people can do, and I am a big fan of this. If you miss your first 2 jackpots, don't even bother with the 3rd, because now your goal becomes, don't get a jackpot the entire multi-ball, but instead go for rafts. And then when the multi-ball is over, you'll get a restart up the middle and then go for jackpots.
Yep. Oh, boy, that makes a lot of sense. And then Daniele wins. He's at 8 points. And I know we're probably at time. But can I show quick Arvid clips to finish out on the last game? Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Ray, are you good with that?
Yep.
All right, just only a few Arvid clips, and then we're done here. So, Daniele's walked away with it at 8 points already. He's uncatchable. Nobody's even at 4 points, so there's no out at all. Here, one thing I want to show about what Arvid does here is he has an extra ball lit on the Comet, the jump ramp here. And a lot of people think about the 1 million point shot, like you have to make it in that saucer at the back. But like this game's not letting you shoot that far up, so that's just not happening, And so the other thing to know about is the extra ball. Extra ball is worth 200,000, and you light it on this right ramp, this jump ramp, by getting the stand-ups on the side, left and right, 2 times. So twice you get all 8 of those. And if you do that, you light the extra ball, and the extra ball roves from arrow to arrow. So right now, what it's saying is that if he were to get into this middle, whatever you call it, middle hole, it would award him the extra ball. He gets his top lanes, which gets you 5x multiplier on ball 1. So top lanes are your playfield multiplier. And now, it moves to the lower one. Now it's on the lower one. So all he has to do is get into here for 1 million points. That's a million
Wow.
points. And there's the pop-up, and he knows that. So that shot was 1 million points. You don't have to make it, in other words, you don't actually have to make it to the back to get the famed 1 million points on Comet.
Wow.
And look at that save. All you have to do is light extra ball, wait till it's on the roving lowest
That
light.
is crazy that a game from this era multiplied the compensation points of an extra ball. That is bonkers.
Crazy, right? You also get an extra ball on the left corkscrew if you go through it, and that's if after you light get the stand-ups on both sides once and go through the ramp a whole bunch of times, it'll light on the left side. But so you can multiply that too, and it's worth 200,000 on the left, 200,000 on the right. But that's how he got it, is this fairly easy shot just to get into that big bucket, and you timed it with the top lanes to get you 5x multiplier. So that's it for that one.
Wow.
Wouldn't be complete if I didn't show one of his famous shimmies. And here's what I want to show, him going to the other side of the lane. He's going to go to the left, even though the ball is going to go to the right. And I'm curious, are you a shimmier, Ray?
No, I'm more of a couple big moves kind of guy, but the shimmy, wow, that shimmy works almost on any tilt setting if you're good at it.
Yeah.
How did he do that? I want to see that again. Oh, he dug it out of there. Off
just
of
crazy.
wood.
I don't get it. Right.
I don't get it either.
The thing I'm trying to practice from learning here is it's in the right out lane and he goes to the left. And I think that gives him more like purchase or leverage to move it.
You mean like his body weight shifts?
His whole physical body, yeah. Look at his physical body shifting. I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Anyway. Okay.
Could also be he just always shifts that way no matter where the ball is at.
Yeah. All right. I don't remember where the clip is, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait. One last time. It's too pretty. I think it's going to come down now. Here it is. Shifting the body weight. That's what I want to talk about.
This is such a huge score. Oh.
Nice.
All right. And then the final clip of the main, and then finish the main is just watching him roll it. So he rolled Comet. The top qualifying score was like 6.9 million, I think, from Kaylee George.
Wow.
And he rolls Comet, and but no fear because Scorebit is here, and Scorebit catches it. If you look on the lower left, you'll see the actual score in a moment.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Scorebit would do that.
Scorebit catches the roll. All right, so he's about to roll it, 980, 9.8, whatever. So to roll Comet, highest score of the whole weekend, and the final game of the finals of this majors and A's, it's just nuts. Even though Daniele won, to be clear. So he's going up that center ramp, which you light by getting the stand-ups on both sides. He's almost there.
Tap pass.
Casual tap pass.
You could tell he was ready to do the
You saw his
shimmy.
body weight shift,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he was ready.
He's got the extra ball.
Yeah, and so that would be 200,000 on the left ramp.
There it is.
And there it is. Rolls the game.
Wow. 10 million.
Right. All right. And anyway, there it goes. That's it for the main. Well done. I did have clips of the women's. I don't think Kale, do you have time?
We can watch some women's. I mean, there's only a couple of them there, and let's do it.
What do you say? I have to run, but Serge and I can get together some other time for. We can cover more than because I want to give it more time. I want to spend more time on it, but right now.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I need to run.
Yeah, if you guys want to do a part 3, I think I won't have time,
right?
But that's why I was like, I can do it now, but yeah, if you guys do it later, that's cool.
Yeah,
Whatever
cool.
works.
I think that's a plan.
Right. Thank you for joining us for, 5 hours or so of podcasting?
Yeah, I got to get back to work here.
We've taken up a lot of your time. I appreciate it very much. I know the audience appreciates it tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
You provide such great insight for us, and you are an honorary pen pal with us.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
Cool.
Thank you, Ray. All right, we're going to sign out. I am going to stop the live, Ray. Remember to stick around so we can upload all of your data. And thank you, chat. We enjoyed it. We had a good time. It was a good 5 hours. And keep up with our socials. I'll let you know when we're going to finish up with the women's tournament. Y'all have a good day. And go check out the Nationals right now on Fox Cities Pinball. I'm sure we'll be in the chat.
All right, see y'all.
Bye-bye.